What's got you so mad today?
Me?
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to run. Everybody wants to run. That's good. Strut that ass. 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 When you start walking, my friend, and you get 10 and 15 miles on the highway, when you start walking, my friend, you'll be half dead. It's a chauvinistic big attitude. It's a chauvinistic big attitude. It's a chauvinistic big attitude that you're gonna do something because you work at the arsenal and you got a fucking Mercedes-Benz and you ain't gotta walk every day, so you gonna get out. Strut that ass, 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 strut that ass. Why don't you just walk? Why don't you just walk? Oh shit, now you know. Oh shit, now you know. Why don't you just walk? Why don't you just walk? Oh shit, now you know. Oh shit, now you know. Strut that ass, 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 strut that ass.
Welcome to the altered perspective, and actually I just realized that I shared the wrong screen with these guys, so I'm gonna fix that really quick.
What the hell?
I don't know. You know, that's the one thing I always forget to do. All right, so now everything seems to be working.
Oh well, my camera's a little off.
Except for mine, man. I've got some weird fucking.
Yeah, what the hell just happened?
It's that fucking pagan dude down here. He fucked everything up.
It looked perfect before, huh? Well, that's extremely strange.
Oh yeah, that's weird, man.
Well, that's all right. I'll fix it. We'll figure it out here.
Technical difficulties, y'all.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it looked perfect a second ago.
Damn.
Like before we started, it looked fine. I wonder if I do that. No, that doesn't fix it. All right, I'll have to just fix this. And while we do that, yeah, we. Fuck.
Well, it feels good to be back on TV.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, so Pagan Situations. We have a person named Pagan Situations on here. Hi, Pagan Situations. Why is your name Pagan Situations, Pagan Situations?
Yeah.
That's because we are the Pagan Situations. When Brett Keane told you about Christians, Muslims, pagans, and Jews. And all those different situations. We're the pagans.
So you always related to him more because he listens to Pagan Situations.
He gives us shout-outs. He puts us right up there with Christians, Muslims, and Jews.
Cool.
Okay. So,
and James is like the representative of the pagan community on YouTube, practically, man.
Did you just dox him?
Yeah, I have a channel with less subscribers than this show has viewers.
And so you're like the ambassador to the pagans on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
it'll be all right.
He also does a show, and it's pretty awesome, where he watches Wicca videos, cringy Wicca videos.
Oh,
so he watches his own videos.
yeah, it's called the After Stream, and it's not at all a blatant and shameless DP ripoff.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, neither is this show. What are you talking about? Yeah. Oh, this is almost done. Making progress now, guys.
You're doing after shows and your channel's just shitty.
Yeah. You guys. So are you and Pimp Monk are actually competitors then?
Oh, Pimp Monk fucking dissed me, man.
Yeah,
I didn't think I don't think we were gonna get into that on this show. But Pimp Monk, why you diss me, bro?
Oh,
why you
shit.
fucking diss me, Pimp Monk?
How did I diss you, man?
You didn't diss me. You didn't diss me, Pimp Monk. Pimp Monk, I have a show. I have a show called The After Stream. All right, formerly the unofficial, unaffiliated, uninvolved Drunken Peasants After Stream, and I invited you on that show, Pimp Monk, like I did many other personalities in the community and on the show. And you know what? You said yeah. You said yeah. That's cool. You said yeah on Tuesday. I didn't hear you by Thursday. I thought, hey, maybe I'll ask him on Friday. Maybe he's busy. Whatever. You said you're busy. Whatever. That's fine. Who do I see live the second I'm on, Pimp Monk?
Me.
Who do I see live?
Me.
Why you fucking dissing me, man?
Why is John Travolta's retarded son yelling at me?
So he's calling you out, man. Whose stream gets more views? Let's talk about it. Oh, damn.
Well, my old channel did. This new shit, maybe not, but because the secondary shit. But yeah, I do what I do, man. I can't help it, bro. I don't.
You can't help that you said I can't make it on your podcast, and then you're live. Like you're live every fucking night.
I couldn't make it because I was on my shit.
You're live every night. You couldn't give me one?
No, I could not. But I'll come on your show sometime.
Hey, I just want to announce right now. I want to announce on this very podcast that I have an upcoming show. It's called The Morning Erection, and it's going to be so look forward to that.
It should be like the afternoon erection or something like that.
It should be like lunchtime hard on. Yeah.
So you're pagan, you're Canadian, you're just like fucked up all over all across the board, right?
Oh yeah, everything wrong, everything degenerate, everything bad about that you've ever heard about Drunken Peasants fans or anything like that. It's all true.
So you're like a big time anime fan too?
No, I've watched Death.
I love anime, by the way. Anime is awesome. Anime is the best thing ever.
Why are you changing your stance on this?
Because all these motherfuckers hating on me for last week because I went off a little bit. And these motherfuckers going crazy on me like, oh, Pimmer, you just an asshole, man.
Well, yeah, they're very defensive of their anime. That's why I poke fun at it. Because they're so defensive of it.
Yeah, they don't get that. That's the reason I do it, because I get the reaction. I mean, I'm a reaction guy.
Before we get into the show itself, I wanted to let everyone know that my Patreon private show is happening this coming Saturday, the 19th. Also, my Discord chat that same day earlier. Earlier that same day, all of the times are going to be listed on my Patreon. If you sign up now, technically you won't get charged until next month, but I'll give it to you anyway. Everyone who signs up now that's an active patron on Saturday will get to see the private show. Billy the Fridge will be there. So check it out. We're going on the honor system with this one now. Okay? Cool. So, some quick information about Patreon. I'm going to try to get through this really quick, but I haven't talked about it in a while, so I wanted to get it out there. The chat that you see on the screen right now, if you want to be in that, it's just become a $1 patron. If you're a $1 patron, you can always join the chat that's on the screen. That's the main perk for $1 patrons and up. $5 for the private show. That's pretty much the same. $10 to have your name shown at the end of each episode. And all the lower tier perks. $20 for the Discord chat. We get some interesting, because like Digby shows up and he's an interesting person to talk to.
He's very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. And then $50 shout outs, which I'm about to do soon. If you want to sign up for that, I'll trust you this time. If you sign up for the $50 shout out, I'll go ahead and I'll honor it.
Awesome.
And hopefully you don't fuck me over. $75 you can be on the show. And you know what? I'll give it to you more than once too.
Hell yeah.
And then there's a $200 one. It's only happened like 3 times. Basically, that it's kind of up in the air. You can make special requests. Nothing weird. Nothing sexual. You know.
How many of those do you get?
I've gotten like 3 or 4 of them. Oh, you mean like sexual ones? Never, because it says here don't do it. It says on my Patreon not to do it. So.
You know somebody's gonna do it.
We won't get it though.
Well, didn't you say you sold some weird shit before, haven't you, Pimp Monk?
Do what?
Didn't you say you sold some used condoms? You auctioned them off, man.
Yeah, man. Now the flag, dude, it's still going too.
Oh, that's right, the flag. How's that going, man?
It's going pretty good. We're at $1,320.50. Yeah. So.
Damn, that's great.
I am also printing a flag, and it's going to be a very special flag. I'm also going to put it on shirts, like the design. It's also going to go on shirts, and it's going to go on flags too. That like people can buy the flag if they want.
Oh hell yeah!
Also,
that's awesome.
Great fucking idea.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's a good idea. Good.
Yeah. And I'm taking it to VidCon. So at least Pimp Monk and myself and Billy the Fridge will have signed this flag. But I have
with my flag.
I have a feeling that I'll be able to get some pretty good people to do it.
Yeah, me too. That's what I was telling him about.
I was going to put up the 200, but I have a weird fetish. I guess it depends on what it is. If it's just me sitting here like I am now talking, and that's your fetish, then whatever. I guess I'll do that. But if you want me to do anything weird, like weird foot shit, or like if you want me to like sit on Skype with you and eat a sandwich, and I don't have to watch you jerk off or something, then I'll do that. But if it's something weird, no.
I'll watch you to sandwich and jerk off. I don't care.
For $200?
Fuck, I don't care. I ain't touching it. I'm just looking at it on video. Fuck.
I mean, a few people I just sent them masks, and actually they don't make the masks anymore. So there's only a few left. They don't make those red masks anymore.
Wow.
So I'm gonna keep at least one of them forever. And then the few I have left, I'm going to get rid of. And then there's also some of the other masks that I used to wear that I didn't wear very often.
Yeah, those masks are great, man. That's definitely worth $200 for a piece of history like that, man.
Yeah.
How much to watch me jerk off? $25,000.
Wow.
So it's a
I'll
bargain.
watch you jerk off, but you won't. You don't get to see me on camera, and my mic's going to be off. I will watch you jerk off, and like you must pay me $25,000. Thank you.
Now that should be a Patreon perk level.
That's a bargain.
Yeah. If you want me on camera while you do it, that's going to be another 25 grand. So 50 grand. And I will sit there and you can watch me watch you jerk off. How about that?
Yeah.
So before we get into any videos or news stories tonight, I had to, now that we have a Canadian on the show, man. What is up with Zed, man? Why do you guys call Z Zed? When did that start, man?
Oh, that's the Queen's English, man. That's
that
proper
didn't
way
start. Yeah, that's the way it was originally said. We're the odd ones out there, Evan.
We are.
But the fucking English, you know, they gave us the shitty measurement system that we still use when they pretty much use the metric system everywhere. And I think that's bullshit. Like, we're just too stubborn in our ways to go to the metric system, but we wouldn't even have it if the fucking English wouldn't have given it to us. You know,
well, now it differentiates you from England, though. So now it's like a badge of American pride. Like,
it sucks though. It doesn't make sense. You know, measuring in units of 10 is so much easier than measuring in random units of different things. Like, You know, like 12 inches to a foot, and then 3 feet to a yard, and then like this weird odd number of like thousands of yards to a mile, or like over 1,000. I don't even know. Like it's not even an even or like a whole number. So it doesn't make any sense, and that's just measuring the length of something. You know.
So why is there 12 hours in the day then? Instead of like a nice number like 10.
Well, no. There's 20. No. There's 24 hours in a day.
Well, okay, sorry, but yeah, but why is it divisions of 12? Is what I'm asking. It's because the 12 apostles. It's because it's Christian propaganda
I don't think so.
Against pagans when they know that there's 13 moons in a year, there's 13 hours in a cycle. They know it's true.
He just went full pagan on us.
Well, our calendar isn't a lunar calendar. The calendar that we use in the Western world is not a lunar calendar.
Right, but we still call them months, like as if it's a cycle of the moon.
Yeah, but the months, I mean, like it matters more how many days there are than months. Yeah. We can group the months however we want. I mean, like they are based around a lunar cycle.
Well, we could group them however we want, but we could also have 13 28-day months.
But we
and
do
then one extra day every
But it's
year.
not. Well, yeah, because it's not a perfect 365 days down to the minute.
And then every month would be the same length.
Okay. Who gives a
13,
shit?
28.
I mean,
do your research.
Oh, that's fine. I don't give a shit like how many months there are. I mean, the whole reason we use these months has to do with, you know, like the Gregorian calendar and how we still use an old calendar from thousands of years ago.
That's Catholic time terrorism, man.
Yep.
Oh my God, you pagan fucker. Nah, I love you, bro.
Maybe G-Time Johnny's a secret pagan, man. You never know.
Oh, there you go.
Dude, my favorite G-Time Johnny video is the one where he's jump roping and he's yelling, fire, fire! Like that. Dude, I love that shit.
That time he hit that dog pissed me off.
I didn't
Yeah, that
see
was fucked up. That was fucked up. He did that.
What do you do?
Yeah,
Did he punch it or something?
No, he kicked his dog. Like, his dog was fucking around during a video, and he just goes off for a second, boots his fucking dog, kind of laughs a bit.
Did the dog yelp?
Yeah, you hear the whimper.
Oh, well, that's terrible.
Yeah, maybe that's what his dad did to him when he was a little kid and shit. Just going to kick him and shit. Damn.
I watched him live on Facebook the other day because I was bored. He was drunk as fuck, dude.
Uh-oh. Damn. G-Time Johnny drunk, man. Yeah,
How do you know if he's drunk or if he's just being G-Time, you know what I mean? How do you tell?
Because he said, I'm drunk. He was talking about it. He kept saying, I'm drunk.
You got to let me know next time.
Someone just pointed out that the 2 extra months that were added to the calendar were added pre-Christianity, Julius and Augustus Caesar.
Well, right, but they were adopted by the Christians because of the 12 apostles and the easy.
But the 12-month thing happened before that.
Quit blaming the Christians for everything, damn it.
Yeah, because that's true. August and July are named after Roman emperors.
Well, the whole thing, speaking of G-Time, if you think it's the year 2018, man, it's not, that's a Jesus thing, man. Why would our calendar start?
Of course.
Well, that's the fucked up thing, too, because the Gregorian calendar is the official calendar of the Catholic Church, but the months are named after pagan gods like Janus, January, right? Like,
sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like pagans are just sore losers.
That's because the 12-month calendar predates Christianity.
Pagans are just sore losers, Ben. They lost. Get the fuck over it, pagans.
They'll win in the long run, man.
I'm just playing.
Hey, we get naked chicks dancing around a fire at night, and we lost. We lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. There's hardly any paganism in the world. Like, it's like a drop in the ocean. You know? It is, compared to all the other religions in the world.
They just need to start adopting
there might even be more
that
Mormons. I think there's like more Mormons and Scientologists in the world than there are pagans, I think.
Scientologists, that's a freaky fucking group.
I think it's all freaky, like, but yet, well, Scientologists, they do like stalking and like weird shit, borderline child abuse at the very least. So, Absolutely.
Mm.
What do we got here? I guess we'll play some videos. So
Awesome.
Why the fuck would anyone want to live in Hawaii?
Yeah. This is hell. This is hell.
Hey, Floyd,
Thank you, Floyd, for the 666. But yeah, giant molten fissures are opening in random places on one of the Hawaiian islands.
That's because this reality is secretly hell, man. We're all in hell, and we were just made to forget it, man. And now it's like, oh, surprise, you're in hell.
It's because it's hell. It's not. It has nothing to do with tectonic plates or anything like that.
Yeah, man, that's just the...
That's
a red herring. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah.
Tonight, Kilauea making her fury known again. New plumes of smoke from the crater, ash falling.
Yeah, look at that. That's fucking crazy. Could you imagine the Earth just like splitting in half and molten rock and toxic gas just start spewing from it, like right in a road? That is fucking terrifying.
That's like a little Jack in the Box with the devil that pops out and goes, "You're in hell."
Christians, Muslims, pagans, Jews, pagans, Jews.
That one
from the ground.
It looks like a dick.
Toxic
That's scary shit, man. Imagine if fucking when Yellowstone goes, not if Yellowstone goes, but if we don't start, see, when I become king, I'm going to create volcano stabilization technology that is going to ensure that no volcano will ever erupt again on this planet. But if I don't do it in time, Yellowstone could devastate the entire planet Earth. Like, it's not going to be good, man, when that shit happens.
Condition red, dangerous levels of sulfur dioxide.
The wind can change at any time, and of course, if you're caught up in that, there's no way to get out of it.
All that wildlife.
New fountains of...
Look at that shit, man. That shit would just like melt a limb off if it hit you. It would melt you. It's fucking terrible.
Lava as the Earth splits apart. From outer space, astronauts...
Gotta imagine, like, how hot... Like, I don't even know. What is the melting point of rock? I bet different rocks have different melting points, but that's just fucking crazy how hot that shit has to be.
Can see Kilauea.
What's so incredible from this perspective is just how violent the eruptions have been. The geysers are shooting hundreds of feet into the air.
Now Kilauea's crater is ready to blow. 38 years ago this week in Washington state, when Mount St. Helens blew, towns were buried in ash. Now it could happen again on an island where they wait and worry.
Inside Kilauea's crater, just a few miles behind me, explosions are ongoing, sending...
I never understood why it's so important for reporters to actually go to where the shit is happening. We have technology now, like, couldn't we just fly a drone over it or something where no one had to be in danger?
I guess it gives it that emotional shit, you know, they're there, they're brave.
We got to send robots instead of people. I agree, man. We got to have like newscasting robots.
Well, it's also like even for non-dangerous shit, like a reporter will be talking about something Congress did, and she'll be like, they'll have a reporter standing in front of the Capitol talking. It's like, is it really necessary that you're standing in front of it to talk about it? Couldn't you show just like a picture of it, or like,
that's like when
gives
school
a shit?
shootings. It's like when school shootings happen. Anderson Cooper goes to the fucking town when he can just easily interview people on the camera.
Here in the Seattle area, we have an active volcano that's also the largest mountain anywhere around here, and it erupted about 100 years ago. The last time when hardly anybody lived here compared to now. Now there's like millions of people living here, so it's pretty crazy. It looks like a giant like pimple that's ready to pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my friend Landon, you know, he studies volcanoes. He goes to them in helicopters and all that shit, and it's crazy. You know, he's a scientist, so I don't know all the shit he knows, but he's studying that shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's like Mount St. Helen. That's a volcano kind of close to here that has erupted here and there multiple times, but isn't really a threat to anybody.
Yeah,
but like Mount Rainier, if it blew up, there's a good chance it would destroy a lot of Tacoma, Washington, because it's like Tacoma, Washington is like downhill from it. So like if like magma started rolling downhill, it would go in that direction. Pretty easily.
There's not much you can do but leave. That's all you can do, really, is leave.
Yeah,
but you don't. Well, you gotta wonder how much of a warning you're gonna get to be able to leave, before it, starts spewing out, man.
Yeah, I mean, people in Hawaii live on a fucking island. Obviously, they're fucked. But people live in LA. Like that place could have a massive earthquake and just tear the whole place apart. You know what I mean?
And what's crazy is the Illuminati knew about it, man. That this shit was gonna start happening because they put it in. They put the symbolism in the new Jurassic World movie that's coming out next month. It's all about a volcano erupting on Jurassic World Island.
There's downtown Seattle with Mount Rainier behind it, so it's pretty close to it.
It's a beautiful picture too.
Yeah.
And what's fucked up is there's no real plans. There's the people who are in control of Hawaii and all these other states with volcanoes. They don't have a concrete plan for people that everyone's aware of.
Hawaii was formed by underwater volcanic activity. Yeah. So, I mean,
this is a death trap, man. This whole country, this whole continent is a death trap. That's why the Queen's over in fucking England, man. Ain't no fucking volcano is gonna blow up her shit, but it'll affect her either way. But we're on a dangerous territory, man.
Hey, but people have been living in Hawaii for thousands of years, man. They're doing just fine.
The Mayans used to try to control this shit, man. They used to cut people's heads off and pull their hearts out and sacrifice blood to the gods to get these volcanoes to not fucking spew out, man.
So they need to go back to that.
The Mayans were fucking crazy, man. The Mayans were fucking insane.
So Hawaiians need to start doing that to stop these fucking volcanoes?
No. Blood sacrifices do not fucking work. Don't try that at home, kids.
They'll do it to all the like white tourists and shit that come out.
Smoke and ash flying into the air. Right now, ash isn't falling on populated areas, but all of that could change. This may be a preview of what's to come. Hey, NBC News fans, thanks.
I always wonder, like, what if Mount Rainier is one of the volcanoes that Xenu hit all the Thetans in?
Yeah. Holy shit, man. Maybe you're the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard, man. Only you know these things, man. That's what someone should do, man. Say they're the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard and just take over Scientology, man. Fucking A.
So they just say it.
Yeah, just say it, man. Why not?
That's good. I'm glad I inspired you.
Yeah, see, but now you have to be like, no, don't say that.
I can't. Yeah, I just mean I didn't say inspired to do what. I just said inspired. You have to be. I mean, dude, it's so sad that we have to be that careful now. Fuck.
Yeah.
The Mayans were actually peaceful. Aztecs did the freaky stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they both did freaky stuff. The ancient tribal societies.
Yeah.
Well, see, it's the reptilian aliens. When they took over this planet, they started coming down here in human bodies that looked like the natives, and they started saying, "We are gods. You must make blood sacrifices to appease us, or else the volcanoes will erupt and destroy you all." And so they started these traditions. They made them start killing each other because the reptilian aliens feed off that shit. They love blood sacrifice. They love blood spilling.
I mean, Apocalypto.
Every crazy hell, what? I love it.
Have you seen Apocalypto? You ever seen that movie?
Oh yeah, that's one of Mel Gibson's best ones, man. It's better than Passion of the Christ by a mile.
Passion of the Christ is fucking terrible. It's a terrible movie.
You love that movie?
I do, man. If you take the people believing that it's real out of the thing, it was a good movie.
Fuck that. It's not good. It's boring. They could have made a movie like. They just made a movie about the torture and execution of Jesus.
You're wrong, Ben. You're wrong.
And that's boring to me. If they would have made like a biopic about Jesus, like about his life. I think
South Park had it right. Mel Gibson has a fucking torture fetish.
Yeah,
he's living it out on
Christians don't care about.
So does Pitmonk. Pitmonk must have been jerking off to that shit.
I was, dude. I had me a goddamn pocket pussy when I was watching Jesus get whipped. I was fucking the shit out of it.
Pitmonk's crazy.
That movie's hard to watch, man. It's just torture porn, and it's
but honestly, I mean, like I said, I always try to take the old believing in the shit out of it and just watch it.
It has nothing to do with the believing in it, though. It doesn't matter who the movie was about. If they created a totally new fictional character that had nothing to do with Jesus or religion, and it was a 3-hour movie of him getting beaten and then nailed to a piece of wood, I wouldn't like it either. It wouldn't be entertaining to me.
It's a good movie. Y'all see all these people just want.
It is not a good movie. It has no fucking. It's not entertaining. Okay, what's entertaining about it?
I don't know. I like people getting beat.
Then you're a sick fuck.
Dude, Apocalyptic was way better, man.
It had a story.
That's a good movie too. It's a very good movie. Awesome movie, actually.
Yeah, it's fucking savage. Those volcanic geysers look metal as fuck, though, man. I think Mastodon needs to go and play a benefit concert right in front of the fucking volcanic geyser for the citizens of Hawaii that are displaced by this volcano.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Save Hawaii, man. Hashtag save Hawaii.
I had a pirated version of Passion Christ. I didn't go to the theater and see it. I saw it. I pirated that shit.
Listen to him try to distance himself from it now. Well,
I liked it. I liked it. I love the movie. Yeah. I do. I'm not dissing. I love the movie. You're sick. I am sick. Billy Gray has an issue with me. He's been insulting me for a while. Why don't you lick on my sweaty ass third testicle?
Well, you're just giving him the attention he craves. I mean, we have the actual chat on the screen.
Yeah, the real chat. That's right.
So, Pimp Monk, how rare is it again to have 3 testicles like your 3 functioning testicles?
Right now, there's only 200 recorded cases. Now, I don't know how many functional there are. There's not that many, but there's only 200 recorded cases of 3 testicles.
Man, why isn't Mr. Naughty Priest paying you $200 to see your fucking nutsack, man?
Yeah, man, you're like that chick from the Fifth Element. No, man, I'm fucked up. What's that movie with the 3 titties?
Yeah, they can make a spin-off of
Total Recall.
Yeah, there you go.
Mr. Naughty Priest hasn't been around for a while, so who knows what happened to him. But maybe he'll come back someday.
He'll come back.
Do you have 2 left nuts or 2 right nuts? How's that work?
How can you have it? I mean, like, they wouldn't be left or right. There'd be like a middle one.
Yeah, there's a middle one, and it kind of floats.
Anyway, I'm going to move on. So, we were like, wow, Trump's going to meet with Kim Jong-un, and this is going to be crazy. I can't believe this is happening. Well, now it looks like it might not even happen. Because North Korea is now threatening to cancel the summit. Here's
from China to North Korea now threatening to pull the plug on the upcoming Singapore summit over what they are calling one-sided demands for denuclearization. Kim Jong-un also calling on the United States to end its military drills with South Korea. So why the sudden change of heart after the stage has been set? Joining me now is security and foreign policy expert James Carafano. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
I think it's because he's running for mayor of Knox County.
Dude, Kim Jong-un is not an idiot. If he's saying he sees that Trump wants to disarm him and make sure he never gets nukes, and then they're doing drills in South Korea, that looks like an invasion, a possible invasion in his eyes. Like, of course he's going to say, hey, something's fishy about this shit. He can't trust us. The United States fucked North Korea up, murdered hundreds of thousands of innocent men, women, and children in North Korea, man. Just devastated that whole fucking place.
Okay, well, that may be true, but then they continued to devastate it after we left. So, I mean, yeah, the Korean War was a crazy, terrible war, but, I mean, some pretty fucking horrible people have been in charge of North Korea for a long time now.
United States, too. Horrible people in charge of this country, too, man. They're starving people here.
We don't... not in the same way. Yeah, we have people that are like homeless that don't have food and stuff, but we don't have like camps that we send people to where they're like forced to starve and that kind of shit. We don't.
We don't. I think homeless people get locked up, man. They're caught outside. They get locked up in a cage, man. They get sent to jail or the drunk tank or something.
The United States affects more people than North Korea. You know what I mean? Like, if the United States makes a poor decision, it could have an impact on, the entire country of Canada because of the size and scale of the U.S. Like, if shit happens to North Koreans, a lot of people don't give a fuck.
So just get annexed then, and then you won't won't be able to complain anymore.
Yeah, just like the States, man. None of them complain.
The place I live in now was part of Canada at one point. I'm pretty sure, at least, because like part of northern Washington was part of Canada. So maybe not exactly where I am, but they moved where the border was at one point.
Well, they wanted the U.S. to go all the way up to Alaska. That was part of Manifest Destiny. They wanted to.
What do you mean they wanted?
5440 or bust. Like that was their plan. But how'd that work out?
We got Alaska, bro.
I don't know. I'll tell you how it worked out. Let's see here.
We got Sarah Palin, man.
This is a crazy thing I show people all the time where, like, if you zoom in here, like, there's Point Roberts. This is part of Washington, but this is all BC. Like, you see Point Roberts right here?
Yeah, this is my province, man. BC, yeah.
No, Point Roberts is connected to BC. It doesn't touch any part of the U.S., but it's still part of the U.S. We're keeping tabs on you motherfuckers over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got all of the Victoria and the Gulf Islands, man. We got it all.
There's a few other things like that. There's a thing over here that's like that too. Where is it? It's so weird.
It's the 49th parallel, almost the entire fucking border. It's one of the longest borders, one of the longest contiguous borders in the world.
Here it is. This is like, I think this is Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Minnesota, but it's connected to Canada. And the only way you can get to the U.S. from it is you either have to drive through Canada or take a boat or fly.
Holy shit.
Which people do. You can get driver's licenses and shit where you can drive between the countries. You don't even need a passport.
I have one of those, so I can do that. It's like an enhanced.
Is that the one with the
license.
RFID chip in it? It's got like a tracking chip in it.
Yes, it does. It does actually have a tracking chip in it. It really does.
They're gonna force us all to get that shit because right now
we'll have them too.
The NSA has a computer system where they can track your smartphone in real time using the GPS, so they can just see your name and a little dot and watch everywhere you go and keep track of it and shit. But they want to be able to do that with just an ID, so that because more people have IDs than have smartphones. So it's fucked up, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, whatever. I don't even really care. Well, they give you, like, a magnetic thing to keep it in so that, like, while it's just on you, it can't really be tracked. But, you know, whatever. Yeah, I mean, like, I've already used it to cross the border. I can only use it for the U.S., or I can only use it for the Washington, B.C. border. But I also have a passport card, which is, it's almost as good as a passport, only there's only a handful of places you can use it to go to, like Canada and Mexico and Bermuda and the Caribbean. Do you guys say Caribbean or Caribbean?
Caribbean.
Do you see Caribbean?
I think I go between both, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I don't even think I give a shit.
Yeah, it's one of those words where it's like, how do you say it? You know?
So are we going to do a Canada Day stream in Vancouver, Ben, or what? Are you going to be up here?
I don't know. I don't think so. Because I'm going to VidCon, I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing that.
Fair enough.
But I guess, I mean, Vancouver's way closer, so, you know, the chances of me going there sometime are way higher than most other places. I like Vancouver to, like, just because I've been to Vancouver a couple times. It's cool to just vacation there.
Fuck yeah, man.
I went there last summer and they had like a nice beach and everything. Like it's a pretty nice city. Like there's a lot of parks. Like what's the big park called?
Stanley Park.
Stanley Park. Yeah, I walked all through that place and I went to the aquarium there.
It's basically like sandwiched between downtown and the Strait of Georgia, so it's crazy. It's right close to town.
What's that other place? The island that's not really an island. Granville Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a nice.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
Do you think the sudden change of heart, or is it a change of heart?
Never have anybody on the show that tells you what the North Koreans are thinking, because they don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, and
it's presumptuous that Trump thinks he can go over there and boss North Korea around, man. Send Trudeau, right? Why not Justin Trudeau? Send his ass over there to meet with Kim Jong-un, not Trump. What do you think about that, guys?
I think send Rodman.
Who say what?
Send Rodman, man. Dennis Rodman.
Oh, yeah. He's already friends with them. Why
the
not?
number one U.S. diplomat in North Korea, Dennis Rodman.
Someone sent this Streamlabs in and I didn't see it. It was from Rarewolf for $1. That one dude was wrong. Many American empires pre-colonial, including the Aztecs, the Mayans, and the Incas, all did human sacrifice ritualistically. I learned this shit this year in my AP World History class, and I have my fucking AP test tomorrow. Yeah, I knew that. I mean, like, the Mayans were in the movie Apocalypto, and they talk about how they did human sacrifices there. The Incas, yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm sure that there were, because those three tribes were from Mexico and South America. I wouldn't be surprised if there were North American Indian, you know, like in the United States and Canada, that may have done it at some point too, for all the, you know, for all the years that they live, you know, that they lived before Europeans came here. I'm sure that shit happened.
So. What is this fucking guy wearing, man? What is this hat? He looks like he's in cosplay.
He looks like Oddjob from James Bond, man.
I hear that he tries to look like his grandfather a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Kim Il-sung?
Yeah.
The dead guy, yeah. Christopher Hitchens called fucking North Korea a necrocracy, right? Because Kim Il-sung is the president. And this fucking dead. Guy is just the chairman or whatever, right?
He's the supreme leader.
Supreme leader.
He looks like an Asian Al Capone.
Yeah. That's the plot of the Metal Gear Solid movies, that they create an AI to govern the world and govern the United States based on presidents immortalizing themselves.
Seen a pattern of North Korean behavior before, where they you know, do the where the angry.
I thought you were going to say it's a necroocracy because he has no fucking neck.
Guy pay attention to us, and they're conciliatory. So
in
some ways, this is kind of same old
film actor, man, like a black and white old movie actor, you know.
Yeah, that's right. He dresses like his grandfather did, you know. And his grandfather was around. Weird.
Normally, he's in like this little military getup, right? He looks like I don't know. He looks like a fucking general of some guerrilla army, like Fidel Castro or some shit. And now he's in a suit. He's trying to look all.
Well, yeah, I've noticed that. Lately, he's been sporting suits. He, like you said, he used to wear that outfit, all the little soldier. But lately, I've seen a lot of videos where he's in a suit now.
He's getting westernized.
I think rolling into the talks, you know, perhaps they had a sense that momentum was too strong on the U.S. side, and they wanted to do something.
That fucking haircut, though, man. That fucking haircut.
Something to slow that down.
Yeah, there has to be some reason behind it. Let's take a look at their statement threatening to cancel the summit. It says the United States will also have to, this is actually a different soundbite here. They're saying if the Trump administration takes an approach to the summit with sincerity for improved relations, it will receive a deserved response. However, if the U.S. is trying to drive us into a corner to force our...
She got confused. You know, anchor people, they really don't like it when something unexpected happens.
Unilateral nuclear abandonment, we will no longer be interested. So what do you make of their the words that they're using there, this provocative military drill? This is something that the United States has been doing a long time with South Korea.
Right. I mean, and the North Koreans, when they want to make a statement, they demand an end to these things, and then ironically, when the North Koreans, we do drills, and the North Koreans say, "Yeah, what?"
They say Kim Jong-un should play Oddjob.
Yeah. Nah. See, what's happened is. Oh, what were you saying?
Oddjob was my favorite character to play as in GoldenEye. Someone said if Goldfinger gets remade, then Kim Jong-un should play Oddjob. I agree. Give him that cool little hat to throw.
Ben, you're a fucking asshole, man. Oddjob was shorter than everybody in GoldenEye. You couldn't get headshots. You'd be fucking trying to aim at his head. You couldn't hit it. Bullshit.
But see, Kim Jong-un's just testing to see if Trump is going to punk him, because he knows he can't let Trump come into North Korea and punk him. So he's got to say, all right, I'm going to say something like this and see what Trump says. See if Trump makes a tweet saying, oh, blah, 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 blah. He's just testing Trump. He's got to test the waters before he meets with this dude.
Seems like Trump, it seems like Evan's a fan of here.
Oh, yeah, man. I love Kim Jong-un. I'm going to bring about world peace with him and everybody else, all the other nations, man. A new Evanism world order, man. He's my friend. I'm going to take care of all the North Korean people.
Okay. Well, somebody does, because he's the only chunky fucker in the whole country.
Yeah. However, we don't care. So it really has nothing to do about the drills. We know it doesn't have anything to do about the drills.
The North Korean people exercise, man. They just have a good physical education program.
Come on, Evan. This dude's an asshole, Evan. This dude's a fucking asshole.
They don't have anything to do about the drills. Now, what I found really interesting about that statement is, you know, if the U.S. just comes to the table and says, hey, give us your nuclear weapons and we're done here, then we don't want to do a deal. But the U.S. has already sent very strong signals that the administration is coming to do a deal. And let me tell you how Trump does deals. I mean, and we've seen this over and over again. His deals are not 100% for being nothing for you. And they're not, you can have whatever you want, just give me a deal so it looks good and I get my Nobel Peace.
All right, so hopefully this shit actually happens. But I guess we'll see. We'll see how it unfolds. Look at man.
You think it will?
Look at that screenshot.
Let's see.
Oh my God, look at his eyes, man.
Oh my God.
Looks like he just busted a nut, man. He's been diddling
You
himself.
so pretty, girl. You so pretty.
Have you guys ever been to a chiropractor before? I went to one for the first time today.
Really? Oh, I'm scared to go to one, man.
Oh,
I've never went to. I got an uncle that lives by it, man. He goes all the time. I've never been to one.
Yeah, man. Like, I have a messed up neck from a car accident from a long time ago. And I even get like nerve issues where like my fingers get all numb and shit. It's really weird. But man, that dude cracked my neck. It felt so good. It was so loud too. It was insane. And now I feel all right. Like a little. He gave me these like stretches and exercises to do. Yeah. It's fucking terrible.
Yeah, I definitely say, you know, when it comes to chiropractor shit, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it. Don't go in there if you don't have back problems. If you do have the back problems, it could straighten you out. You know, you might have a pinched nerve or something that they can kind of work loose with their magic.
I just need a fucking massage. I got a fucking cramp in my goddamn neck, too.
Dang.
I think it's from all the dick sucking.
Could be, man.
Could be, man.
Here's Sarah Huckabee Sanders talking about North Korea potentially canceling the summit.
This is something that we fully expected. The president.
Someone in the chat said, Ben believe in voodoo medicine. It's not medicine. I mean, it's not even really like science. It's just like manipulation of your spine. And by the way, I was referred by my medical doctor to go to a chiropractor. So take that, you know, I mean, like I would have never gone to one otherwise. My actual doctor referred me to a chiropractor.
And is very used and ready
you
for...
think Billy the Fringe cringes at cringe raps, man. I cringe whenever I see this bitch, man. Worse than that, man. Oh, I can't stand looking at her, man.
Negotiations, and if they want to meet, we'll be ready, and if they don't, that's okay too.
Do you expect there to be a meeting,
we'll continue with the campaign of maximum
she
pressure.
Has the look
case, but like I just said,
if
they want to meet
she
the
really
president,
was taking this position. I honestly believe she really like fuck. I wish I hadn't have done this, and I think she's gonna pull a Bud Dwyer one of these days.
Oh yeah, she'll get out of the. She'll get out of there someday, man. Because. I mean, she's just a liar, you know. That's her job is to sit up there and tell lies and try to get away with it, you know.
I mean,
spin a line of bullshit.
She's a spawn of a bullshitter too, so there you go.
Yeah.
We'll certainly be ready, and we will be prepared. But if not, that's okay. We know that this is kind of I guess, a standard function that can often happen, and you know, we're not surprised by it. But we're going to continue moving forward. This is the President Trump model. He's going to run this the way he sees fit. We're 100% confident, as we've said many times before, and as we all know that you're aware, he's the best negotiator, and we're very confident in that front.
Trump's the best negotiator.
There is no proof that he's the best negotiator. Why do they keep saying that?
He's the best.
I mean,
nobody knows how to negotiate better than him.
He's the best
around. No one's gonna ever keep him down.
Yep.
Well, we were off key there.
Here's Trump. He calls illegal immigrants animals. I want to hear like how he actually says it.
Thank you, Mr. President. You know, sheriffs in California are now in an untenable position when it comes to trying to figure out now. We have state law, we have federal laws, and here we are stuck in the middle. Sheriffs especially, because most of us run our county jails. When there became a legal challenge to the 48-hour holds for ICE, it was very frustrating for us. So what I did is I invited ICE to put their officers in my jail so they're able to do their work. We didn't have the staffing to be able to help figure out who they wanted to talk to, who they didn't. I said, come on in, work with our people to keep our community safe. 2 weeks later, Mr. President, Kate Steinle was murdered. Yeah. Now, I wasn't the only sheriff to do that. Sheriff Youngblood did, Sheriff Christensen, and it was perfect because we didn't have to take our time with our staff to do anything. ICE was in there doing their work in a safe, controlled environment, and then the initiatives started happening. The Trust Act, the Truth Act, and finally, SB 54, the Values Act. And that is causing us all kinds of turmoil. So here we are, stuck in the middle.
Look at him pretending like he gives a shit.
Trying to decide.
I know, right?
We have federal law, we have
to her, man.
I can't wait till this is over.
State law, and that's why I welcome Attorney General Sessions' lawsuit, because that will provide us clarity that we need and direction that we need. What do we do? Because
can't wait to call Sean tonight before I go to bed.
Here we are.
Hannity,
and I appreciated Mr. Holman and the ICE. We had a great relationship. We still do. But now ICE is the only.
I almost imagine like he went to like a surgeon and they just like implanted Velcro on top of his head, and then when he wakes up in the morning, they just stick that hair like right on top of his head.
I bet the White House aides that help him with his hair, it must be like seeing Darth Vader without his helmet on. And
yeah,
shit.
It is.
Man, this is the reason why Canadians watch the Drunken Peasants. You know, I know you motherfuckers make fun of Canada because we are exceptionally. Your demographics probably show that more Canadians watch the Drunken Peasants than Americans, on average.
No.
Dude, the reason is because we get to watch this shit. We get to watch your news. This is your president.
But that's not true,
the reason we watch The Daily Show. It's the same shit.
Way more Americans watch DP than anybody else, and then Canadians.
Yeah, but per person, right? Per capita. I know a lot of Canadians watch this show.
In that case, I mean, because I don't know. I don't know about that. I'd have to check.
What we got to do is we got to somehow get the word out to Saudi Arabia, man. Get the Saudi kings to be fans of TAP and Drunken Peasants, man, and then they can become our biggest Patreons. Man,
yeah,
our biggest patrons.
We just can't have women on the show.
That was so fucked up, man. Oh well, it's still a decent pay-per-view.
No, well, it really wasn't, bro.
Law enforcement agency that.
Yeah, it's funny that Vince won't let the crowd book the show, but he'll let the Saudis book the show. Because that was definitely booked by those matches were booked not by Vince. Those were booked by the Saudis that paid for that shit.
I want to see when he starts talking because I want to. Oh, here he goes.
Oh, there he goes.
And it's really put us in.
Shut up and let me talk.
A very bad position. It's a disgrace.
And we're suing on that, and we're working hard, and I think it'll all come together because people want it to come together. It's so ridiculous. The concept that we're even talking about it is so ridiculous. We'll take care of it, Margaret.
Thank you. There could be an MS-13 gang member I know about. If they don't reach a certain threshold, I cannot tell ICE about them.
We have people coming into the country, trying to come in. We're stopping a lot of them. But we're taking people out of the country. You wouldn't believe how bad these people are. These aren't people. These are animals.
Oh my God! Yeah. Why is this not the fucking soundbite of the century here, man.
No, it's not that
Animals.
bad,
He's calling
subhuman mongrels.
Yeah, you know what? A lot of UN conventions say that they are people. So,
but he wasn't.
Oh, he's been hanging out with Netanyahu too much, man.
No,
that's what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a Trump apologist here, but he wasn't specific. He wasn't talking about every fucking person across the border. He was talking about the criminals when he said the animals thing.
Bullshit. I don't know, man.
Even them, they aren't animals. They're people. They're just
they're
fucking
disgusting, goddamn sweaty ass animals.
They're people that come from a world where they don't have anything better than to be criminals. Nobody wants to be a criminal. They're fucking forced into that shit. Abject poverty.
I disagree with that. Some people do want to be criminals. Some people do.
Really?
Yeah, there's people out there
crime
that
for
really.
fun.
Some people really enjoy breaking the law.
All right, let's hear your reasoning behind that.
Well, I know when I was in my 20s and I did certain things, I'm not going to mention what certain things I did. I enjoyed it. The money was good. I was happy.
Yeah, dude, I stole lighters and fucking batteries and shit and sold them in high school because
I wasn't stealing lighters, bro. I was doing something way different. But yeah, it was
I know, man. I know. People did worse shit than me, man. But nobody wants to do that.
Golly, guys, I'm running an underground lighter ring.
I got
lighter and battery ring.
I did what I fucking had to do.
Picture this motherfucker. I picture this motherfucker like standing on the street corner and he's got like a long trench coat on and he opens it up and there's like lighters and batteries. Like, I got some good shit, man. You want some of this shit?
They were just gonna smoke joints and I fucking sell them the lighters.
I got the ones that
He was running underground lighter.
You want your big brother? I got you big lighters, man. I even got a motherfucking Zippo right here.
Hey, man, come on, buy the shit from the corner store. They ask you for ID. You're in high school, man.
You were like the fucking, you're like the Al Capone of lighter prohibition. Okay.
You do what you gotta do, man.
You get them brown bigs. Them brown big lighters, man. Everybody wants a brown big. Oh
God, how did you not get busted by the Mounties, man?
Yeah, Dudley Do-Right should have got on you, man. No.
Now, Mounties are fucked up. They'll take your weed and they'll go and fucking smoke it right in front of you when they throw you in the drunk tank. They're fucking assholes, dude.
Aren't the Mounties kind of like the FBI?
No, they're like the rural police. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's it. I thought that they had like, I thought that they were like a federal thing. There.
I did too.
They are a federal thing. They are a federal thing, but they're responsible for the more rural areas, basically. Like you have the police forces in major cities.
They're like rangers.
I guess so. There was, you have police forces for major cities, and then other than that, it's the RCMP that you're dealing with, basically.
Yeah. Is it true they ride around on giant mooses, man?
Fuck yeah, dude. They got big red suits and big fucking boots with little fucking leather flaps.
I always thought that they were that they had like a different type of jurisdiction, though. I don't know. Maybe I was wrong, but I had always heard that Mounties were more than just like the goofy outfits.
The RCMP can fuck you up. Like the RCMP have more leeway or whatever you say. They have less oversight than city police forces.
Interesting.
Hell yeah.
Fucking
so educational tonight. We get to learn so much about Canada. This is great, Vegas.
The Mountie in the WWF was awesome.
Oh hell yeah. That
was there a Mountie? Was there a
his name was Jacques Rougeau. Yeah.
He was a French Canadian.
Yeah.
And he had a cattle prod too, didn't he?
Yeah, he would zap the fuck out of people. And I think it was the Mountie versus Roddy Piper for the Intercontinental title at one point. Two Canadians, because Roddy Piper was also Canadian.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that.
Yep. Yeah, he was. Let's see what else we got here. Here's a... Co-pilot sucked halfway out broken windshield.
Tonight, a flight crew hailed for remaining calm in a terrifying ordeal. A co-pilot sucked halfway out of jetliner's cockpit window, 30,000 feet. The window shattered. The plane forced to make an emergency landing. He survived, and it comes a month after a passenger on a Southwest flight was partially pulled out of a broken window. Renee Marsh is out front.
That's crazy. It's like, it's hard to even imagine the amount of suction that would happen, you know? It's enough to pull you out of the window.
Yeah.
Shocked passengers on board a Chinese airliner as oxygen masks dropped. It started when the windshield on the right side of the passenger plane's cockpit suddenly blew out.
We were eating. All of a sudden we heard a bang, then the plane began to go down. The duration of the drop was about 4 to 5 seconds. It was chaos. All the lights went out.
The Airbus A319 was...
I just got a great idea, guys. You said so if a hole opens up in the airplane, it'll start sucking shit out?
Yeah.
Well, why don't they make fucking glory holes on the airplanes and you can stick your dick in the glory hole?
Because it would pull your fucking dick off. And also, Evan, when you're at 30,000 feet, it is freezing ass cold too. Your dick would be like frozen.
Yeah, it was like a little Cheeto.
Man, I thought I just had the most brilliant idea ever. Never mind.
Sorry. That was a horrible idea.
I was going to say we could call them cockpits, but they already got that in a plane, so fuck.
80 minutes into flight and was flying at an altitude of 30,000 feet when the windshield shattered and the co-pilot was sucked halfway out of the plane despite wearing a seatbelt.
Damn.
The pilot and
he had the seatbelt on and everything, man.
Como Freak said, I thought the Canadian Mounties were Canada's army. No.
Flight crew were praised for the safe emergency landing in southern China. The co-pilot surprisingly suffered only scratches and a sprained wrist, and no passengers were hurt, according to local media.
That'd be scary as fuck.
Very carefully at the maintenance record.
That's a good pilot,
aircraft.
man. For that plane, that's a good pilot.
Holy shit. What kind of compensation do you guys think that guy got? Like, how much time does he get off work before he's got to go back and fly another fucking plane?
Done any work on the windscreens prior? Had they perhaps taken it out and replaced it because there was a crack in one of the layers?
Aircraft windshields are several layers thick. They're designed and tested to withstand air pressure at 400 knots and survive hitting a bird without catastrophic failure. But windshields occasionally crack, and the pilots land as soon as they can. But a bird strike at 30,000 feet is not likely.
If the windscreen is going to fail, it's at a lower altitude when it's hit by something, a bird, some other object strikes it, but they're designed to withstand that.
This scare comes nearly 1 month after a passenger on board a Southwest Airlines flight was killed when an engine on a Boeing...
That's fucking terrible, man. Like an engine on a plane blowing up and then like blowing out. It blew out the window and killed the woman sitting next to it. You never fucking think about that happening.
No, dude.
737 broke apart.
Maybe
and
the Wright
shattered.
brothers were wrong, man.
A passenger window. The female passenger.
Have you ever been on an airplane, Evan?
Only when I was a baby. I was on the plane once, man.
Huh.
Yeah.
Was partially sucked out of the plane.
Well, the NTSB is still investigating that incident here in the U.S., but aviation experts do not believe that this is a sign of a larger problem with aircraft windows. Aaron, they point out these were two totally different aircrafts, a Boeing and an Airbus, and they believe that the cause of the accidents will likely have very different explanations. Aaron?
Certainly, of course, just the timing, though scary for anyone in the flying public.
It's so fucked up. What we need is automated fucking transports, automated aircrafts, man. No more of these drunken pilots and fucking idiots driving these planes, man. We can have an AI that knows where every other plane is in the sky at all times, and it can fly perfectly, land.
We already do, man. Google reads my emails. You know what I mean? Like I give my phone every fucking permission in the world because I don't give a shit. I know they're gonna read everything I say, but they told me about my flight delay before the fucking airline knew. Google knew before the fucking airline. That's some crazy shit. That was a year ago.
Google's on top of shit, man.
Google is God.
It's true, Pinmonk. It's true.
I had a video about weed legalization, but I'm afraid to play anything weed related.
Oh fuck!
It's a sad day for YouTube, man. It's just a sign of things to come, dude. If they're deleting people's channels that just talk about it, it's like, come on now, you gotta. They're gonna start going after all kinds of different shit next, man.
Yeah.
And it's not looking good. But hopefully someone will have the money to come out with a YouTube alternative. Like, we should pitch an idea to Comcast and be like, hey, Comcast, you guys should make a YouTube alternative, because YouTube's taking all your fucking, everybody's using YouTube instead of getting cable now. So why don't you guys make a YouTube of your own? And, you know, we need someone with the deep pockets to, because it's going to take a lot of servers and a lot
Microsoft made Mixer. So, I mean, like, but it doesn't have a user base. You know?
Yeah, there's plenty of alternatives. I mean, people stream on Twitch. People stream on sites like DLive, but you just don't see the kind of adoption that you see with YouTube, because Google's fucking ubiquitous, man. They have a monopoly.
Yeah.
Shit.
Fucked up.
Well, maybe My Free Cams would be the future, man. Get them to start featuring, you know, non-pornographic material live streams and shit.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen. And they wouldn't be able to get any, like, they wouldn't be able to get the type of advertisers that YouTube does.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's sexual content on their site.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I see a lot of ads on Pornhub. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's for other sex stuff.
Yeah.
They got ads, though.
Yeah, they do. That they do.
Speaking of that, if you guys remember that show I was on, Freaky Deaky, I just got, there's like 56 new episodes, not new episodes, but 56 of the best episodes are now online, and I'm going to start watching them live, man. So I'm going to bring Freaky Deaky back, man. I'm going to bring it back.
Bring him back to Deek.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Damn, that must have sucked to get sucked out of that plane.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, it would have been cold as hell, for one thing.
You knew he shit himself. You knew it.
Oh, yeah, man. Help ease the landing with a big turd to cushion yourself. Man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Land on your ass.
Don Blankenship, candidate for U.S. Senate, and I approve this message. Swamp Captain Mitch McConnell has created millions of jobs for China people. While doing so, Mitch has gotten rich.
China people?
In fact, his China family has given him tens of millions of
China family
dollars. Mitch's swamp people are now running false negative ads against me. They are also childishly calling me despicable and mentally
dude looks
ill.
like he vapes
the war to drain the swamp
man.
and create jobs for West Virginia people has begun. I will beat Joe Manchin and ditch Cocaine Mitch for the sake of the kids.
That's creepy.
And that's West Virginia for you.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I mean, Uncle Grandpa's hugging me right now.
Wasn't there some dude in Canada who was like a governor or a mayor or something, and he kept like doing crack and shit? And
oh, dude, yeah, Rob Ford, man.
Rob
Ford died, dude. He died of a fucking massive heart attack or stroke. Because he was a big fat fucker who
he
fucking
was the
smoked
mayor
cocaine.
of Toronto.
Yeah, and he went into fucking Burger King and he started making a Jamaican accent and fucking. He was fucking off the rails, dude.
Holy shit!
I wish our fucking marriage.
Damn.
Yeah, that whole she wanted me to eat her pussy.
Yeah.
His brother, though, his brother is a prominent politician. Like, they come from a well-connected family, so you know his brother still has tons of fucking support, tons of people behind him. So
that's what I'm saying. We gotta get nepotism out of government.
Yeah.
Check this out. I think this is an epic IRL troll right here.
What do you like about him?
That he's a socialist.
Why is socialism good?
Are you like, I don't really want to do this. What is this for?
We're asking people why they like Bernie Sanders.
for InfoWars.
Yes, we are InfoWars.
I think he has a lot of integrity. I like his value system. I like what he stands for.
Exactly what values?
Eating the rich.
Eating the rich. Well, are you aware that Bernie Sanders lives in $3 million homes?
No, I was not aware of that.
Yeah. And are you aware? I'm going to ask you something. So if they're about eating the rich, why do you think so many of the 1% support socialism?
Is that true?
It's very true.
Like who?
Well, for example, you know Venezuela, right?
Heard of it.
A majority of the country is currently eating rats, while their politicians are drinking champagne on a daily basis.
Wow, shit. Rats are more nutritious than champagne, man. Yeah. Shit, the rats are good meat, man. A lot of the fucking... I've heard a lot of restaurants import rat meat and sell it as chicken meat in their restaurants and shit.
But that's not the 1%.
The 1% of Venezuela.
I'm talking about America.
Well, I'm saying, since if Bernie Sanders were president, right, and he wanted to bring the same ideas as for socialism into this country, do you think that we would benefit?
Yeah.
But I just told you Venezuela's eating rats.
But I just want people to have health care, honey. I don't want, like...
Well,
same thing Hugo Chavez.
That's stupid, man. That's like saying Hitler drank water, and do you want to drink water too? Don't you know Hitler killed all these Jews over in the Holocaust, man? And you're gonna drink the same thing he drinks? What the fuck's wrong with you? Water. You see what water drinkers do? It's like, fuck you.
You people have like worms in your brain, honestly.
I mean, you're the one who can't answer the question.
What question?
The question is why you support socialism. You can have health care without socialism.
I want people to have free health care.
Why free?
Pays for it.
Why would the government pay for it?
Because I think everyone has a right to have health care.
I can't say I disagree with her. Actually, no, this wasn't. Like, when someone described it to me, they said it was more trolly than it actually ended up being. I think this is just sailor socialism here.
Yeah, and she don't know what the fuck she's talking about. She's kind of dumb.
I would not be surprised if all these...
But she's right at the end there. You know, we do need better health care.
Alex Jones is the type of dude who would set up kayfabe shit like this. You know what I mean? Like, when you interview people, you don't just walk up and fucking start interviewing them out of the blue. You got to get their permission first before you start like filming, interviewing them, shit. You know, to use their.
I don't know.
Well, they're supposed to. He's supposed to, you know.
InfoWars is trash, but Alex Jones is hysterical. I used to work with a bunch of dudes who took that shit seriously. It was great. Yeah, I knew people like that too. Let's take a look.
All right, hey everyone, it's TVC Mario, and you're here for a video I needed to make to go ahead and talk about the new YouTube channel that Will Smith is posting on, that YouTube is getting behind. Check this out. YouTube sets new content deals with Will Smith, Coachella, and more.
So when we read this, we're like, oh shit, YouTube's selling out even more, and they're only supporting people who are already famous.
Yeah.
What's the satanic angle on this?
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. Mario says it's Satanism.
What does Satan get out of this?
Yep.
As CEO focuses on brand safety. More of the nonsense that is used to just push more of the censorship. We've been talking about the desensitization here on this channel and how that is an attempt by the elite to control information. We have now the Google Thought Police, and this is one of the ways that they are attacking free speech. But anyways, I wanted to go ahead and talk about this because Will Smith is now on YouTube. YouTube is ditching us, their vloggers, and basically everyone who's made their platform successful in exchange for Hollywood actors and entertainers. Making YouTube to be a platform just like television. And the majority of people come to YouTube because it's an alternative to the squeaky clean, garbage-controlled television that people got so annoyed and irritated of. They came to YouTube to find an alternative, and now YouTube is betraying its entire content creators. They're independent ones like myself, and also the viewers who have made this website successful. But in no time, we will see that this platform will be unnoticeably just like everything else. It's going to look like
Mario
TV.
proved who he really is, what kind of dude he really is when he quit making his fucking Illuminati videos and shit now that he can't get them monetized anymore. And, you know, he used to say, oh, I'm doing it for Jesus. I'm doing this for Jesus. I'm exposing Rihanna as being an evil Illuminati Satanist because she put a triangle in her fucking video. And I'm doing it for Jesus.
Triangle.
And as soon as the money went away, he stopped doing it for Jesus. It's like, oh, why aren't you doing it for Jesus anymore, Mario? When the money's gone, then you don't make the videos? What the fuck?
Mainstream television garbage. And so just be aware. Now, I've done videos on Will Smith. I'm not too excited to see him being pushed on this platform. You might have seen my video previously. Will Smith promotes satanic spiritual alchemy, showing how in Hollywood this guy is into some weird spirituality.
That's not good, Mario.
That is,
he thinks the Hollywood thing is good. Alchemy.
In fact, nothing more than ancient Gnosticism. He believes that through knowledge he is now a god, and his children are well known to be into all sorts of esoteric occult knowledge, often mocked by the mainstream media because they don't understand that the kids are being brainwashed by Hollywood type of kooky, weird Luciferian occult spirituality.
Mario's right, though. Will Smith and his two children are members of the good Illuminati, man. They're reincarnated members of the royal family of heaven, the kingdom of heaven reincarnated on this planet. So, of course, they're into the truth and into some shit that isn't, you know, mainstream Christianity and shit, man.
Yeah.
Doesn't make them evil. They just know what's really up, man.
They're fucking evil.
Will Smith's family is fuck garbage, though. His daughter can't fucking sing, and his son can't fucking act. Fuck that. And his wife sucks as a fucking singer, too.
Yeah,
his wife tries singing.
Yeah, she was in a metal band.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's awesome in Gotham, though. She's really good on that fucking show.
I haven't seen that shit.
Oh, it's good. It's a good show, bro.
She was good in Scream, too. I liked her in that movie.
And I would eat her pussy till she got a concussion.
She was in that one movie too. Was it Demon Knight? Yeah. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. She's like the only one that survives.
Yeah. You know, she got her start on that A Different World show back in the day. A lot of people don't know that.
I mean, I don't fucking blame him. I would make my whole family famous, too, if I had the kind of connections and fucking influence that Will Smith has.
The daughter's name is Willow, and then the son's name is Jaden. Yeah.
They're named after their mother and father.
And Jaden likes to suck penis, I do believe.
Okay.
But for those of us who know Hollywood, specifically Hollywood, we know that these things are twisted, and that's what the kids are really getting into.
Oh, now, shit, how's he going to link this to...
Yeah, Cosby and Weinstein.
Something that I'm very excited about, to say the least, that we're going to be having a Hollywood invasion here on YouTube.
Quit saying Hollywood.
Initiated
That's not going to catch on, bro. That's not going to catch on.
It's not even clever.
The CEO herself desiring to transform the platform by selling out and bringing in the mainstream entertainers to replace the independent free speakers like myself who've been using this platform to create the content that helps us to get our message.
Yeah, I hate agreeing with anything Mario says, but it's like, yeah, I agree with him, and then he's like, oh, but it's all part of Satan, you know.
Yeah. But he is making a good point.
I don't know. I wouldn't have any problem with Vigilant Christian being replaced by Will Smith, man. I'd rather watch a Will Smith video than a fucking
I want to see Evan and Mario debate so fucking bad. I want that.
He wouldn't do it.
Mario, look, I'm gonna make a play.
Go tweet at him. Go tweet at him.
Yeah, everybody in the fucking watching this and hearing this, go tweet at Mario and say, debate Evan. Fucking A. Please, Mario, I beg you. I will massage your buttocks.
I don't think he wants that.
Oh, I think he does.
I don't think he would last very long with Evan, man. Like Mario refuses to come back on.
I think Mario's a chubby chaser.
Yeah, probably.
He's probably into some kinky shit, man. He probably fucking jacks off to some fucked up shit after hours and then hates himself for it in the morning.
Probably, yeah. Well, you can do all kinds of gay shit, and as long as you apologize to Jesus afterwards, you're still straight, man. The next
hey, everybody, it's the Vigilant Crescent Maya here.
Mario, and today,
Saber Cave.
Pray the gay away. You can pray the gay away.
All right, let's see here. Here's here's some right-wing guy saying that, what's his name? His name is Dave Daubenmire, and he says the wrong army won the Civil War.
Right-wing watch is going to love this one. Truth can be told with it, except for ending slavery. The wrong army won the Civil War. We would have been better off with states' rights, with the South having won and the slaves being freed. We'd have been better off with that than what we have now. When Abraham Lincoln ushered in this beast of a federal system, a federal government, well, we've lost our individual rights.
The real reason why the real reason why slavery wasn't as prevalent in the North isn't because people were progressive and were against slavery. It was because they didn't want to have to keep the slaves warm all winter when the slaves weren't doing any work, and feed them while they weren't being productive. So it's like they had to do it down south where it was warm year round and they didn't have to feed them slaves. Talking about slavery, man.
Yeah, you're right, man. Whoa, you're getting deep, brother. You're getting deep. This dude's a jackass, though. Really. He's an idiot. Not you, Evan, the guy talking to me. You're a genius. You're brilliant. I love you.
Thank you,
man. Let's make man babies.
And Evan, you can do that, man. Two dudes, two best friends can have a baby together, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
So Evan, you're coming to VidCon now, right?
We'll see, man. Maybe.
It's over a month away. It's over a month away.
Yeah, dude. It's like 33 days from now or something like that.
And it's in California this year.
Anaheim's in Anaheim every year.
Shit.
Yep.
Sweet.
Not too far from Disneyland.
I got friends who live in California.
The convention center is right there at Disneyland. I mean, it's right next to Disneyland. It's a very nice convention center too, by the way. I mean, I love Anaheim's convention center. It's beautiful.
You know what? I'm mostly not even going to the VidCon event.
I wasn't at first, but I did go ahead and buy a ticket.
Jesus.
Is Boogie gonna be there this year? Because
yes.
I'd like to meet him, man.
Yeah, Boogie pissed me off one time the other night.
What happened, man?
When he said something about the Southern accent as not being human, the ones that talk like me, fuck him.
Oh, he said that shit.
No, he wasn't. He didn't direct it at me. He just said that he was making a joke, but Boogie's a cool guy.
Yeah. It's weird, before he ever started getting that stomach surgery, I had a premonitory dream. I had a dream of the future, and I was hanging out with him, but he was all skinny, and I was like, whoa, it's Boogie, but he's skinny, and I was talking to him and shit, and I was like, damn.
Are you getting a ticket, man, or not?
I didn't plan to have one.
But if you do get a creator ticket, industry ticket's like $700 fucking dollars.
Fuck that.
If you want to get a creator ticket, it's $200.
It's still 200 too, though.
Yeah.
You should just say you want a press pass, man. Say you're with your press outlet.
I would get it before June 1st. Though. I don't know when it goes up to $250.
Yeah, I probably should have just got, because I think originally they were selling it for like $100 each.
Oh, yeah, $150 was for the early bird, I think, for the creator. And the I can't think of what the other one's called, but below creator, it's where all the fans is. Look, dude, when I go, I like to hang on the second floor. The second floor is the best. It's where they got all the lounges. They got some cool. I think that one lounge actually is the one you get your advertisement from. Your ads from. I can't think of the name. They have the best lounge.
Cool.
They give you free food and shit. It's awesome.
Yeah, if you ever want to get into a place and you're a YouTuber, or even if you're not a YouTuber, get press tickets. Did I tell you about the time they brought the first WWF pay-per-view to Minneapolis in years? I think it was the first one ever. It was SummerSlam 1999, and they had a press conference in the Target Center, and I called up and got press passes. I was like 14 years old, and I said I was with the local TV station and shit. I got the press packet with all these slides and all this cool shit, and I was there. I got on the SummerSlam DVD because they had showed part of the press conference, and I had my hand up the whole fucking time, and The Rock was there, The Undertaker was there, and they were talking to each other, pointing at me, laughing and shit, like, look at this fucking kid, what's he doing here, man? And they picked me to speak, and the guy was going to bring me the microphone, and then Vince McMahon screwed me, man. He goes, this guy hasn't had a chance to answer a question. They were about to let me talk, and as soon as I got that microphone, I was going to cut a promo better than The Rock ever cut, because here I am standing in front of Vince McMahon and all these, my favorite wrestlers, The Undertaker, The Rock, Stone Cold, they were all there, and I was just going to cut an epic promo and hopefully get a job with WWE, man. But no, they fucking screwed me, and they went to this other dude who was planted in the audience and let him ask a question, man. He was a paid dude, a shill from Vince, man. That's my big WWE story, man.
You know who I met at VidCon, who I did not expect to meet at VidCon the first year with? Katie fucking Kirk, man. I met her. She was there.
Cool.
She was there covering it, and she was the nicest lady, man, to me. I spoke. I said, hello, Miss Kirk, shook her hand, and she's like, hey, how you doing? She was so sweet.
She's a professional, Yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
She's like at the top. She's one of those people who's been at the top of her trade, to be like the lead anchor on like network, on like a major network.
Yeah, she was the first female lead anchor, wasn't she? Wasn't she the first female lead anchor? I think so. I'm not sure.
So if I went to VidCon with like 250 subscribers, you know what I mean? Could I pretend like I'm a bigger YouTuber? Like, could I get some runoff pussy? You know what I mean? Like,
you know what? I think
third tier YouTube.
Honestly, I think people that's got like lower subscribers like that, it's good for them to go because they actually get to network a little bit and get to meet people. And yeah, there's some bitches there. I'm not gonna say
you got some stories, man.
I'm not gonna say Pimp got laid at VidCon, but Pimp got laid at VidCon. But still,
groupies, man. I see all these girls in your fucking chat every night, man. You motherfucker.
I know, and I love it when the guys, all these straight guys, you're ugly, Pimp. Okay. So, my dinky still gets sticky on it. You know what I'm saying? I still get the dinky wet. As long as I get that dinky wet, I don't give a fuck you call me ugly or not, you bitches. That's gonna be a blast. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna jizz in Billy's face when he's asleep. I'm gonna give him the real. What was it?
It's like gonna be a Patreon video.
Billy's gonna visit Jizreal.
Oh my god, I love that.
No anti-Semitism on this channel, man.
If anyone here didn't watch the last DP episode, check it out, because Billy was about to say Jerusalem, but then he said Israel instead, so he said it as Jizreal. and then we were like, oh man, you're an anti-Semonite.
Yeah, and then he was gonna say, what was it? Iran. He said, what did he say that chick's name? Oh fuck. What is
Rihanna.
Rihanna, yeah. He was going to say Iran. He said Rihanna.
Yeah, the Rihanna deal.
Yeah, so he got confused.
Is Billy just permanently fucked up from the drinking contest, man? What happened to
Ben killed him is what happened.
He's fine.
Ben killed his brain cells is what happened.
That was a beautiful thing, though.
He's on a diet where he really can't drink, like, for two reasons. One, it, like, totally reverses his weight loss. And two, like, because of the type of food that he eats, he gets wasted way more easily.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, dude. There's 140 fucking calories in a shot of whiskey, you know what I mean? Like, when I was losing weight, I didn't realize that I just can't fucking drink. So I just smoked a lot of weed.
Starting tomorrow, I've already started a little bit, but I'm fucked up a little bit today. Starting tomorrow, though, I'm going full force, no bread, no pastas, no sugars, because I'm trying to.
You're going keto?
Well, it's not exactly. I guess not exactly because I'm not gonna fast for the day or what. But I'm gonna just not eat anything carb filled. You know.
That's good, man. Processed foods aren't good for you, man. No matter which way you slice it, man.
You know, so I mean, like it's because I have a few health issues people know about, and I do retain fluid on my body. Like sometimes you'll look at my videos and it'll look one day I'll look fatter than the other day. It's because I got fluid on my body, and so it's because I eat bread. Bread's the worst thing for it, so I'm gonna lay off of it for a while and strictly stick to dick.
You gotta get some water pills, man.
I got fluid pills. Yeah, I'm prescribed fluid pills.
Nice, man.
I piss like a motherfucking racehorse every.
So Evan, you're coming to VidCon now, huh?
We'll see, man.
Are you gonna come?
He's gonna say.
It depends on how big my Patreon gets, man. I'm low on money right now, man. I got a Patreon now. Oh, yeah.
Sell something.
Yeah, man, that's a good idea, man.
Sell that toboggan thing you got on your fucking head.
I'd have to go for I can never sell this, man. It's my trademark.
That's so fucked up, dude. YouTube is like a giant corporation. You know what I mean? They have hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue, and yet they have employees that basically don't have any rights. You know, it's as if it could get worse enough being an employee in fucking America, but if you're employed to YouTube, you have no idea what your fucking salary is going to be. You have no idea what the terms of your fucking employment really are. They could literally terminate your employment by fucking banning you at any time. That's so fucked up.
They do it all the time. YouTube. It's a hard thing being a creator, especially when you're trying to make your channel grow. If you've already got your channel grow, it's still hard. But when you're trying to grow your channel and they're pulling this shit, fuck.
Yeah, it's a bummer, man.
Anyways,
here's this weird anti-Semitic priest guy that makes these crazy YouTube videos.
Oh no, this dude.
The post-World War II occupation of Germany by America continues to this day. For with its 21 military bases in Germany, U.S. weapons, tanks, and troops continue to roll in.
Yeah, but Germany's not the only country that we have this in. We have bases in all sorts of countries, everywhere, on every continent.
It's hard to deny. Germany is occupied territory. Wolfgang Schäuble, career German statesman, admitted it.
Und wir in Deutschland sind seit dem 8. Mai 1945 zu keinem Zeitpunkt mehr voll souverän gewesen.
And Merkel herself rather fessed up when she met Trump last year.
He has the same characteristics as G. Tom Johnny. He really does. He has the same characteristics.
He could be his brother, man, his long-lost brother.
Maybe.
This guy seems like a hateful, moralistic asshole, though. That's not like G. Tom Johnny.
No.
He looks evil right there. Look at it.
It's definitely his evil brother if they are related.
Look at that screenshot, though, man. That's a good screenshot. That motherfucker look like he's about to eat
This guy looks like a fucking Spanish Inquisitor, man.
You know, this guy actually is Jewish, which is the funny thing. He's like a self-hating Jew.
He looks like one of the children of Thanos, and he's about to fucking fly down in front of that volcano in Hawaii.
Some kind of evil magician, I don't know, like he looks.
Is he in fucking Washington right now? Like, where is he?
I don't know where he is.
This fucking guy?
There's a lot of evergreens and there's mountains, so it could be
Yellowstone Park.
Here.
A massive blizzard may have thrown a wrench in their plans, causing some to view the storm's delay as a bad omen for the hotly anticipated meeting of two of the world's most powerful leaders, U.S. President Donald Trump and German Chancellor.
What a great picture of Trump. Only CNN would be like, yeah, get him doing the duck face.
And this jolly bitch, too. Like, what the fuck?
Angela Merkel.
As regards the shared interests that we have, let me look back into the past. We, the Germans, owe a lot to the United States of America, particularly as regards the economic rise of Germany. This was primarily due to the help through the Marshall Plan.
The plan was a plot to bend a prostrate Germany to America's will. For by creating an economic and military dominance, Germany fell under America's command and forced by its Marshall upper hand. On its heels came NATO. The Marshall Plan was the flip side of Henry Morgenthau's plan.
I like how his movements while he reads are interesting.
Oh yeah, he's passionate, man. You can tell.
He's fuck. That's how you know he's full of shit, man. Because he's fucking acting right now. Like this.
Yes.
Who sought to turn Germany into farmland, putting it under U.S. Treasury's thumb. But by reindustrializing Germany via the Marshall Plan, whose chief architects were Walter Lippmann, George Marshall, and Walt Rostow, it put Germany directly under Jewish Wall Street's thumb. It began in 1930.
I love how he always flashes the Star of David on his face.
Damn, you gotta get got by them Jews, boy.
1933, when international Jewry declared economic warfare on Germany by launching a trade boycott. In 1938, Jewry mobilized a financial war on Germany through the world's stock exchanges. You see, no peace treaty.
Jewelry instead of jewelry.
It hasn't been used since the fucking 16th century. But
jewelry.
Jury.
Spell the jury.
It's country word, jury.
Was ever signed between the Allies and Germany on May 8, 1945, to officially end World War II, or adopted any time after, in spite of Merkel's threats.
Britain and the United States are no longer reliable allies following Brexit, and the election of Donald Trump claimed German Chancellor Angela Merkel. Addressing...
Okay, so now we have female Stephen Hawking talking to us. I don't know. Yeah, okay, now he's back.
But Germany remains today legally conquered territory. Its sovereignty is kaput.
Duh, they lost, dude. What do you think's gonna happen, man? It's gonna be fucking Germany still? No, they fucking lost. Of course, new people are in charge of it.
I'm gonna put this back up on the screen again. Someone sent in. Let's see. Props to Pimp for trying to lose weight. I'm trying right now, but I'm on the road all week, every week as a truck driver, so it's hard to find me. Please have a great time tonight, guys. P.S. Michigan still sucks.
Well, thank you, bro. We appreciate that tip, too. I froze up or something. No, I didn't.
No, you're good.
Okay, I thought I'm always freezing up on this motherfucker.
Evan, I love every cell of your body. All hail our Lord. Pimp, you suck. I love you long time.
Oh, I see. Barry Compton always sends those fucking double-edged comments like, you suck, Pimp. I love you. What the fuck, dude?
It's a love-hate relationship, man. I feel that, Pimp. I feel the same way, buddy.
Barry, I hope you die. You're a good man.
I love you, Pimp, because I love your channel and I love your content. I love your appearances on DP, and I fucking hate you because you diss me and you fucking treat me like I'm nothing, like I don't matter. Like I have 200 subscribers and I'm a piece of shit.
With that curly hair, you look like John Travolta and Billy the Fridge had a fucking baby. I swear, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, that's hot, man. Dude. I like that.
That could happen in heaven, man. John Travolta and Billy the Fridge can have a baby together, and maybe it would look like James.
Ben, how's your 30-day challenge going? It's still going good, you know? I just haven't been tweeting about it because I realize that when I tweet about it, people are like, they start psychoanalyzing me. Like, oh, man, you're counting literally every day. I can tell you're ready to just start drinking right away, you fucking alcoholic.
Oh, my God.
And they're like, maybe when you finish, you'll just drink until you die.
They're trying to use reverse psychology to motivate you, man.
I think people are just fucking insane. You try to do something positive, they turn it into a negative no matter what.
Exactly.
Not drinking for 30 days isn't that hard. I mean, like, I can say, like, I usually do like to have a few drinks on a fairly regular basis. So
it would be much harder for you to not do the totally legal tobacco, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. If you're not an alcoholic, it's not that hard to quit drinking for 30 days. No, Ben's not a fucking alcoholic. Shut up.
Good for you, Ben. Fuck the haters.
He's a cockaholic.
I'm a cockaholic. I'm a Jerichoholic.
A Jerichoholic.
Then you're on the list. What do you think about Chris Jericho, James? Is he your hometown hero, man?
I don't know, dude.
He's from like Calgary or actually I think Chris Jericho may have been born in the U.S. because his dad was a pro hockey player.
I watched some wrestling in the Attitude Era. I was a little bit into it. My grandma has always fucking watched wrestling. When I think about wrestling, I think about going to my grandma's house and fucking seeing wrestling. And she was an old school mark, dude. She fucking honestly believed that like everything that happened on wrestling was fucking real to the T. And like I was a kid, you know, at first I was like I didn't know, and then I was old enough to know better, but you know, it was like, oh grandma, yeah, sure, whatever. I never fucking brought it up, or it was never a problem. But yeah, I watched in the Attitude Era, I guess, when Jericho was coming up, but I never liked Jericho, man. Jericho's a fucking bitch. Generic, bland motherfucker. Boring.
Nah, he's not boring.
Got the lion salt, though. You can do the lion salt.
Yeah.
I'm just jealous of your splendor, you beautiful beast. Let's see.
I guess he's talking to me.
I think that was for me, Pam.
I don't think.
Sorry, buddy.
So yeah, I just looked it up. Chris Jericho was actually born in New York. And I mean, but his father was Canadian and his father played for a pro hockey team in New York, and that's why he was born there.
It's the no true Canadian fallacy, man.
No, he has dual citizenship because he was born in the U.S., but his parents were Canadian.
If you're famous, we fucking claim you, dude. Every Canadian that moves to the United States and then becomes famous, every fucking Canadian claims that motherfucker for their own. We're like, Michael J. Fox, yeah, that motherfucker's Canadian. Mike Myers, Canadian. Norm Macdonald, Canadian. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they got famous in the U.S. Fucking Canadian, man. They're famous. We're on them. They're ours.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, y'all worship Wayne Gretzky like he was fucking Jesus, though.
He was. He was
awesome. He was awesome.
He was like the Michael Jordan of hockey.
Absolutely,
you know?
He was fucking phenomenal.
He was arguably more dominant than Michael Jordan.
It's a different kind of sport.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, Michael Jordan could score like 50 points in a game. In hockey, like 6 points is like a crazy amount. So,
I mean, and yeah, you could ask anybody pretty much in the world, even if they're not sports fans, who they know who Michael Jordan is. I don't know if everybody knows who Wayne Gretzky is.
He was the greatest, eh?
God,
he was awesome. He was awesome.
Yeah, but then he left and played for U.S. teams. And I'll tell you what, Canadian hockey teams suck. They haven't won a Stanley Cup in like going on 30 years now. And it's an embarrassment.
Man, yeah, but who are all the players on the American teams winning Stanley Cup? I mean, where are they from? Where are they from?
Where are they from, or what are they now?
They play hockey when they were 4 years old.
Who pays their fucking salary?
Yeah. Give us more of your money, you fucks. We have the talent.
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean? Hold on. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You're assuming that they go back to Canada with the money that they're given. Usually they stay here.
Gretzky still has a home. Gretzky has a home in LA, bro.
Because America's rich, dude. You guys suck the rich's dick. Of course they want to fucking stay there. They're elites. They're a part of the fucking. They're a part of the ruling class, the benefiting class.
You said we sucked it, but you just said that every time you get a celebrity from Canada, y'all go crazy. Y'all do the same fucking thing we do.
I'm just saying, man. Who are the hockey players winning Stanley Cups? Russians and Canadians. That's it.
On American teams.
Good. Give us your money. Give it.
Speaking of wrestling,
I just told you, you're not getting any of the money, you freak. Like, the money isn't even coming. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. The money isn't even coming, like, to your country. It's staying here. It's being made and spent here. So the give us more of your money argument, it, like, holds no water whatsoever. They only come back when they need health care, and then they're not spending money anyway. So it doesn't matter.
Hell yeah. Like I said, speaking of wrestling, that was my favorite feud. That was, I think, the Canada USA Bret Hart.
We've been talking about hockey for 15 minutes, and Evan's like, speaking of wrestling,
going back to wrestling now.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I had to.
That was great when Bret Hart turned heel, and then but he was still a hero in Canada and shit.
That was crazy how, like, he was totally fucking hated everywhere, but when he walk into Canada, they go crazy.
Yeah, I like Canada. Like, I definitely like it, but Canadians have, like, weird ideas about, like, things that happen. Like somehow
we burnt down your White House, man.
That didn't happen.
We did it.
Canada didn't even exist then.
We won the War of 1812.
That's like saying. That's like me saying, yeah, we won the 100-Year War. Man,
it wasn't that long ago. It wasn't that long ago. We do it again.
Canada didn't exist then. How can Canada have done something before it existed?
Hey, you know what? All I'm saying is, who wins the fucking elite military pilot competitions in your very
What
country?
does that have to do with the White House? All right, you're retarded.
Special forces? Who has a better trained military? Who cares more about their soldiers and their countrymen? Tell me, objectively.
I don't care. That has nothing to do with what we were talking about. That's my answer.
He's throwing some up against the wall and see if it sticks. That's what he's doing.
Canada doesn't send their brightest. They are rapists. What?
What?
Oh, I think that's a Trump type thing, but he's saying it about Canadians.
Well, we better tell Trump, man. He can build a wall on Canada next.
To it, dude.
We got, man. Fuck. Gotta build it.
Yeah, I think all your, like, military training goes down in shit when we, like, can just launch missiles at you from, like, ships in the ocean, or we can send, like, a swarm of drones your way. I don't think there's a lot of, like, anti-drone training that they go through.
Might makes right, man. What can I say?
That's not what you're the one that brought up the whole military thing. I didn't even talk about
I'm just saying we care more about our troops. We train them better. We put more money into them.
I don't know about training them better.
You don't put more money overall into them.
We win aeronautics competitions. We win competitions between special forces. We spend more money per soldier training them. You know,
who's more dominant?
You have way less soldiers.
True enough.
Yeah. So you can afford to pay each one more overall. That makes sense.
Yes, man. I guess we figure it out.
What about quality over quantity, man?
With our devalued currency and our shitty fucking trade agreements with the U.S. that fuck us over every single day and make Canadian work just worth less than American work.
Take it and like it. Take it and like it.
We got an angry little Canadian over here.
Hey man, you ever seen the beavers? They don't fuck around, dude. They'll fucking chew your face off.
What are you drinking?
It must be Everclear, man.
Whiskey. Alberta Premium Rye Canadian Whiskey.
Ooh, all right.
Ooh.
Canadian whiskey.
I knew you were
sucks.
drinking something, man. Like when your speech started to slur. You know?
I'm fine, Ben. I'm fine. I'm articulate.
I love you, Ben.
I'm a suck a lot.
You're my best friend, man. Me and you go.
I know what you're talking about.
Man, you need to go catch a fish at a mounting place. Ben.
Let's watch this video. It's June 2018. Oh no! I want to play this one instead. So I guess a lot of people think that next month the world's gonna end. It's another one of those end times predictions.
The word of the Lord from Acts chapter 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your older men shall dream dreams. Let it be known that this word was given unto me on Christmas Day 2017, and today God spoke to me to release this word.
I'm gonna check this really quick. Someone said the U.S. Marine Corps alone could totally annihilate Canada, so I'd say America's military is better.
What does that matter? We have a fraction of your GDP. We have a fraction of your population. I mean, what do you expect?
Then why are you fucking talking about the military and shit? When you're, I don't get it. I don't get it. You're the one who brought it up. It's not like we're like, oh man, our military is way better, and in a war we would just decimate you.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
How drunk is he?
Pretty fucking drunk.
Okay.
Well, he's got to alter his perspective.
Snowbirds are the greatest pilots in North America, right?
Unto his people, as many people have been prophesying, as you see throughout YouTube, what has been spoken in the Bible has now come to pass.
What?
On Christmas Day,
on YouTube,
2017, God gave me a vision. And to those on the West Coast, I encourage you to pray and meditate upon this, because this word specifically speaks to you. I saw 10 cities in the western United States destroyed by nuclear weapons. When I say 10 cities, let me clarify. This began with only one city being destroyed. And I saw that city go up in flames without notice. And the people of the United States, they were horrified. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know who did it. It was unknown whether it was from North Korea, but rather it was suspected to have been committed by some European military faction, possibly related to Soviet Union.
What?
This all came from his vision, all these details?
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. What a fucking detailed fucking vision, man. He's a visionary, man.
Damn sure is.
Of hunting down the leader behind the act, who had a Western European name, which I'd never heard before.
What?
This was just the first of several nuclear destructions to come. And as the fallout and people began to calm down from the horror of what they saw, then the second city was destroyed by nuclear destruction. After the second city had been destroyed...
So this is a prophetic vision that this guy has had.
People were beginning to realize that they were no longer safe in the big cities. Now, at the time of this event, the person in this vision had already been preparing a bug-out bag the size of what I remembered to be the size of a Navy sea bag. People were already preparing to...
My seaman has a big bag.
leave the United States. However, for whatever reasons, they were trapped from leaving. And the ones in this vision were somewhere in the area of Arizona, close to the Mexican border.
Vision.
A Christian organization there had previously built an underground shelter in which the individuals were permitted to join them in resting in the underground facility until it was safe. Many had purchased tickets to depart the United States prior to things getting worse, but were unable to use those tickets at that time, and they were trapped in the city that they were stuck in.
Okay.
Well, you know what? He is right. There was a future alternate reality where a nuclear weapon did get detonated on American soil right in Minneapolis, and I died in it, man. I tried to escape it, and I just saw you see a flash of light, and then this wall of fire comes towards you, and it gets faster and faster, and then it's just like everything goes black, and you're gone.
Monk, your thoughts on this?
Even crazy in a motherfucker, boy.
Flames in Revelations 18, verse 4. Come out from among her, lest ye partake of her sins and her judgment. Many of you have written back to me and have proclaimed that you have taken that step of faith and obediently, at whatever cost, left the United States as God has commanded you to do.
What?
To the rest of you, let it be known that this vision is a warning of what will come to those who have heard the word of God and not heeded it. For before these things happen, God has already placed countless servants of prophecy, of visions and dreams before you. You've heard their words. You've heard them share their visions and their dreams of what is to come. Pray upon these things that you have heard. Ask God for discernment. The time is growing short to where the doors will close, and those left remaining in the United States will not be permitted to leave. And the things that have been described in Revelation 18...
We're already not permitted to leave. Where are we going to go? To a fucking island that isn't occupied by any fucking country? You know, you can't just leave the country. I mean, I guess you could, but...
Yeah, you can leave the country.
Yeah, but...
All upon those who chose not to heed the word of God, nor listen to his prophets, nor heed the visions and dreams of those that God warned them about. Please.
When he says the word of God, he must be talking about the fucking Bible.
Right. He's talking about like Revelations and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he was having little Revelation quotes on the screen earlier.
Yeah. That's the greatest trick evil men ever pulled, was writing a book and convincing people it was written by God, man.
We need to make this go tonight, is what we need to do.
Yeah, we can work a little harder on it soon.
Yeah, streaming labs in your fucking questions about Canada, man. We got a fucking living, breathing Canadian right here, man. He can field your questions, man.
He's retardedly drunk, and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
This is a fucking straw man, Ben.
Now, this might not mean a lot. This might not mean a lot to a lot of viewers on this, but the highest tip, and if Ben makes the go, and the highest tip can be a full-time guest on a full show on the Morning Wood.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal, but something I can give. The highest tip, if Ben makes his go, the highest one gets to be a ghost. Guest, not a ghost, but a guest.
Ghost? You're gonna murder them?
I'm gonna murder that motherfucker.
I'm checking to see.
I got most of it left. Look at that. It's barely any whiskey.
I have like bottles of liquor down here from the spin the wheel shit. I took the wheel into another room. The wheel will be back eventually, but
that was some crazy shit, man. You can't keep that up.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
Teddy Rubskin's right. The dude does look like he's taking his shit in front of the sun.
That's the best time to pray, is when you're taking a shit, man.
What's the highest tip so far? Someone asked Ben.
I was looking. There's 2 people that are tied, I believe. I'm double checking.
You might end up with 2 guests on your show, man, unless someone outbids them.
Well, yeah. He's got to make the go, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because like the highest bid right now is only $10. So
yeah,
and there's
this is like eBay, man. This is a good idea, pimp.
Something I can do. Ben's my boy. I like some Ben.
Thank you. We'll see if anything comes in, but we'll watch a few more videos.
Yeah.
Okay. What is...
Oh, and by the way, just a reminder to people, Mercedes Carrera is going to be a guest on my show, so you may be able to hang out with Mercedes.
Oh, shit. Well, that totally changes it.
That raises the stakes, man.
What are you doing?
Who?
You.
He was making noises, bro.
He was
talking about Mercedes.
He was like licking his fingers like they were a vagina.
Pagans give the best head. What can I say?
I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that.
I thought jihadists give the best head.
5:45 Central Time. And I was getting in my car about 10 minutes ago to go home. And I thought, I got to turn around and come back in here and just lay out the facts. Hillary Clinton, George Soros, the big offshore banks, Jeff Bezos.
Oh, well, there's one right there. Skep Talk Live.
Yeah.
Also a Canadian. So $25. Skep Talk Live is now in the lead. So are we going to add? Should we add their total amount of donations up and say like that's who wins?
Yeah, that's fine. That's
okay.
Fine.
All right.
That's what I do with the flag. That's exactly what I do with the flag. I add up their total.
I see. Yeah.
Bill Gates. All these eugenicist Nazi dirtbags like Ted Turner.
Ted Turner is a Nazi? What?
Hell yeah, this proves it, man. I think Vince McMahon is behind InfoWars, man. If he's dissing on Ted Turner, man, like who hates on Ted Turner, man?
it's
Alex
Vince
Jones.
McMahon. Eric Bischoff.
Eric Bishop, yeah.
And
Vince
Oprah Winfrey.
hated on Ted for a while too.
Man, there's a chain of restaurants across the country, and they're called Ted's Montana Grill, and they're owned by Ted Turner, and it's so good. It's like bison. It's delicious. Like the food is really good, but it's also like really eco-conscious. Like they'll only use paper straws. They don't do plastic straws. It's really interesting.
They're talking about banning plastic straws in Minneapolis now. I'm wondering, do they have
that
paper
here.
straws?
Yeah, they have paper straws, so it like they'll decompose more easily.
Yeah.
Biodegrade.
So do they charge for plastic bags where you guys are from?
I don't think so.
They'll give us plastic bags, but they charge 5 cents per fucking bag.
Plastic bags, I mean, like, okay, paper bags, they'll degrade in a landfill more quickly, but then you got to like make more paper, right?
Yeah.
So
cut more trees.
Yeah,
they were made out of
saying.
hemp plastic. You make plastic bags out of hemp, man. They're really biodegradable.
And smoke that shit. Yeah, man.
Admitted secret Nazi meetings. This is so crazy. They're winning.
Yeah.
Look at him. Is he going to
And
cry?
I'm going to try to quantify that, but
it's so bad.
I only cheerlead things that are positive that are really happening. And there's a lot of positive things happening. But that said, my expectations are not low. I want to change the world. So let me try to lay this out as best I can.
There's another pause.
Oh.
Watching myself.
That was a long pause.
Stone and Owen Schroyer and the rest of the people that we have as regular hosts on my broadcast and on the War Room and other shows kind of vitriolically celebrate how the whole fake Russiagate scam has fallen apart and talk about how Hillary was in bed with the Russians and Uranium One and Mueller caught on tarmacs with uranium and with oligarchs and
what?
Ha ha ha. Oh, look, they're the ones really in bed with Russia and China. Day one, that was a fact. And the way they took the WikiLeaks and all the crimes they'd committed inside those, and the way they took Russiagate and Chinagate and the fact that globalism screws over nation states like America and changed the subject onto InfoWars and Roger Stone and Donald Trump, and the fact that we debated them for 2 years and showed how they were frauds and showed how they were liars and showed how the Democrats colluded at the Justice Department and FBI.
He's right, man. The whole fact that this Russia thing gets so much news coverage, but the whole fact that it was proven that the Democratic National Committee rigged the primary elections, so that, it's like, what the fuck? It's like that should be the #1 issue, is going after the Democratic National, fuck them for what they did, and because there's no real democracy in this country if our primaries are rigged. That's the first step to rigging the general election, is to rig the primaries. Like, that's bullshit. You know, it's bullshit.
Bullshit.
And now we sit around celebrating that their whole thing's come up empty.
Empty.
I'm going to try to be real calm here, but let me explain this.
Okay.
They changed the subject. If I come home and my wife's got a line of 10 guys in the bed with her,
what?
And she jumps.
Is this his like cuck fantasy? Is that what's going on here?
I think so.
And says, screw you. I heard you were cheating on me. We don't have a 2-year investigation about whether I was cheating or not. I just caught my wife, hypothetically, with 10 guys running a train on her ass.
What the fuck?
And
I always really thought about this.
That's some hot shit, isn't it? Yeah.
This just came out of nowhere, man.
Yeah.
He just brought this up.
10 guys.
They got video cameras set up. They're filming it for
Pornhub.
They're filming it for Pornhub. Wow. Damn.
Holy shit.
Hey, put some thought in this shit, man.
Someone should take this clip and chop it up.
Oh, you know,
and make him say like some really fucked up shit. This is easy now.
There you go, Cynic. Do it.
Yeah, let's
hypothetically.
If I celebrate a year later that she had an investigation of me and she didn't find me cheating on her, well, a year later, honey, you didn't catch me cheating on you. It wasn't true. She's like, yeah, dumbass. You caught 10 guys running a train on me for a porn site.
What?
You walked in while they were lined up. And
why does it have to be 10 guys? And why does it have to be on a porn site? That's shit he didn't have to add.
I think this shit really happened to him, man. I think he came home to Mrs. Jones. Me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. You ever heard that song, man? Holy shit. It was about his wife, man.
I don't think that's true. The super chat that we just saw, I don't think that actually happened.
No.
I don't think there's a video on Pornhub of Alex Jones' ex-wife getting gangbanged.
Look at his face.
That's subject like a Jedi mind trick. These aren't the droids you're looking for. See what I mean? Because it's the same level. The Clintons are the globalists. The Clintons have sold us out to all these interests. They made one-sided deals with China, North Korea, you name it, Mexico, to bring America to its knees. They admit in the WikiLeaks.
Okay, I get
and how they staged elections.
What is 10 guys fucking
stole
your wife
billions.
That'd be a good song. What do 10 guys fucking your wife have to do with it?
And funded radical Islam and Al-Qaeda and ISIS. And they just changed the subject by accusing us. Oh, you American first people, you patriots that want to cut taxes and bring jobs back?
Yeah,
you're the foreigners.
That's exactly how they say it, too. Yep, you want to create jobs? You want to cut taxes? Man, you're the problem.
Yeah, and when they talk about cutting taxes, it's cutting taxes for billionaires, the richest of the rich, not the poorest of the poor. Not the people on the bottom end aren't going to see any tax cuts under Trump. It's all these fucking billionaires, man, which means there's going to be less for the poor. You know?
Well, they might give people a few $100s, you know, make them feel good so they can go and give that immediately to the rich people that fucking own them, like George W. Bush and a lot of Republicans have fucking done this shit. They do this shit in Alberta, just like in Canada with the Canadian government in Alberta. They have no provincial sales tax. Most provinces in this country tax people. As well as the federal government sales tax.
Yeah, we have the same thing here too. Like,
but not in Alberta. I mean, it's like these conservative governments. They just give poor people these small fucking handouts that they know they're just going to spend and give back to their masters immediately. It doesn't change anything, but people feel good. It's buying votes.
Yeah. Do a lot of people travel over there to buy shit cheaper, or what, man? Do they take a road trip in there to avoid the big tax?
Oh fuck, I don't know. A lot of rich Canadians go down to America to get their health care, quicker than they could in the public system in Canada because they have the money to skip the lines. So why not?
Yeah.
And then we go, oh really? We don't work for them. That's ridiculous. Here, look at all our records. Oh look, once we talked to a Russian. You see that mind game?
I talked to a Russian
see how that mind game
time.
Works, and you see how
one time I say, okay, I'm going to talk to this fucking Russian.
George Soros.
Won't let go.
Fareed Zakaria, all these globalist dirtbags that write books about how they want to get rid of America and how American exceptionalism sucks and Obama and all his anti-American crap and all this Arab Spring and them funding radical Islam taking over all over the world. And then they turn it around on us when we have an election. And against all their fake polls and all their fake town halls and all their fake garbage, questions being given to Hillary for the debates, despite that wall of fraud, and the New York Times saying for a year, 99% chance, 98% chance Hillary's going to win. America stood up to that wall.
Dude, Pagan is so drunk. Look at this dude.
Yeah. I'm fine, you guys. I'm doing good. Hanging in there. Yeah, have some more water here.
Somebody's got to be drunk on this show, man. We got to have the altered perspective.
Is this the altered perspective? What is this?
Fuck. Let's see.
Alex is he was making some good points, but that whole 10 guys fucking my wife thing messed me up.
Yeah, no doubt. See, that's why, Alex Jones is an obvious troll, I think, man.
Oh, we're doing it. Oh, here's the big time right now.
Yeah. So now we're going to start the countdown. We'll see if we get the goal reached. I'm not going to start the actual countdown until we get our next one. I know we'll get one eventually, even if it's just for $1. So.
And you could win a spot on Pimp Monk's The Morning Wood Show.
Yeah.
With Mercedes Carrera.
Yeah, if you want to be on that episode or any other episode, I got other people coming on too. I'll let you know, and you can pick your episode. I don't know exactly when she's going to be on. We got to work the date out, but yeah. So, cause she's a busy lady. She's got a lot of dick in her. She works a lot. She's awesome though. That's a smart chick, man.
Yeah, she's cool. I like Mercedes.
Mercedes. You sound like my country ass over there, Mercedes.
Look, you. Now, Pagansituations is puking everywhere.
I was surprised to find out that Boogie was a Southern boy with a Southern accent back in the days. Is that what he said? Man. People got to check that episode out, man. That was a good episode. Yeah. Well, we've learned a lot tonight on the show. We've learned so much about Canada. I don't give a fuck, man. It's Z. It's not Zed, man. It just proves that yet again that the majority is not always right, man. That's why democracy is bullshit.
I don't think it's a right or wrong thing. I think it's just like language evolves, and for whatever reason, we started saying it a different way. We also dropped the U from a bunch of words that they still use, like armor.
Color.
Yeah. So.
It's a pretty cool background he has, though. Backdrop.
Yeah. He's got good.
You mean he's not really out in the woods right now?
Oh, he may be. He may have fell off his drunk ass off that little bridge there.
Oh yeah. But let me know next time you see G Time Johnny on Facebook, man. He's doing live streams. G Time Live now.
Damn, we need him making videos again. I miss those.
Yeah. Well, see, he was in his element back then when he had his horse and his dog and all that beautiful view right outside his door. It's like shit, man. When you're in that kind of environment, you get propelled by the energy, that, But now he's stuck in a house and it's not outdoors, and it's like, damn, man.
He's clean shaven now.
Oh, he is now? Holy shit. Damn.
G time, right? We're talking about G
Yeah,
time.
good old G time. Yeah, man.
It's fucking white guilt time, Johnny.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do it, Pimp Monk. I think we might just kind of be stuck with.
You'll make some more. You'll make a few more. You may not make the goal, but you'll make a couple more tips because people are good people.
Wow.
Especially the anime fans in there. They're awesome.
Any pagans? Any Canadians?
No.
You got love for the alter perspective.
Yeah.
Don't say no, Pimp Monk. Don't say no. Don't fucking assume, man. What is this shit?
There's got to be some more Canadian fans out there, man.
Sure.
Got to be. Oh,
yeah. Get this cringy Canuck off here. He's not cringy. He's awesome.
Yeah, man.
You know I love you, man. You know that's why it hurts, man. You know it's
yeah.
I understand. I want you.
Okay, let's not go there.
I want to be in you.
Oh.
Do you know any other pagans, Pimp?
Actually, yeah.
You should do a pagan episode of Morning Wood and have James and them on, man. They could talk together.
I could just blow my fucking brains out.
You have Von Helton on too. Isn't he a pagan?
Ah, man, get the fuck out of here.
What do you mean? He is. He is.
He's a basic witch.
He's a pagan. He's Von Hausen. He can
I don't like the
steak.
witch word. See, I'm a direct bloodline descendant of one of the original women killed in Salem for being a witch. So the W word is like the N word to me, man.
Play Quest of the Man Whore video. I don't know what that is. I'll have to look at it. But thanks for getting me over 100.
Oh,
by the way, we're working on a date for another guy, the Humanist Report. That was, he was on our show, your show the other night. Yeah, he's going to be on my show eventually. We just don't know when.
What do you think of self-driving trucks? I mean, bring them on once they're safe. Once they're safe enough to be on the road, I'm fine with it.
They're a little scary right now.
It will put people out of work, though.
You get the robots to start driving the trucks, and then you'll have robots giving each other blowjobs in the truck stop bathroom. Man. It's gonna be horrible, man.
Yo, guys, my dad's hollering, and he's got health issues. I'll be right back.
All right, man. Take care of business, man.
Shit, dude.
Now that Pimp Monk's gone, we can really start talking shit, man. No.
It's not making fun of Pimp Monk. I remember when he got mad at Billy because Billy was ragging on him for like an entire 24-hour stream. He's like, stop making fun of Pimp Monk.
I'm sure Pimp Monk's going to be streaming after this, so everybody go check out the after. You know what I mean? I heard this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Derp, mixed squirt, wrangling rectums, so protect them, putting... What? Putting anuses in dangles, stretching rectums into triangles. Oh, Skep Talk Live, $10 more.
There you go. So you're getting closer.
Donate again to make sure you didn't think I was saying that I was Canadian. I was saying that you had a great cast and a Canadian. Oh, okay.
See?
Okay. Hold on. No. You know what? I think you might have to send another one to clarify. I'm not sure what you're saying. You might be Canadian.
You know what? I hope the Canadians are at least a little bit pleased with my fucking showing tonight. I wasn't that fucked up on this beautiful Canadian rye whiskey. But Evan, how much does it take to get a freestyle rap at the end of this show right now?
Ooh, I don't know, man. We'd have to figure it out, man. What's the highest bid right now, man? $25 still.
Yeah, and then they gave another 10, so they're at 35 right now.
Damn. It would take $40, then a $40 donation, man, and I'd bust a freestyle, man.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
And not only did you get a freestyle, but you get to be on the Morning Wood if you donate 40
grand
bucks.
for Ben to watch you jack off. If I heard that right at the beginning of the show.
Well, yeah, there's 2 tiers to that.
He set the price. I bet Mr. Naughty Priest could probably afford that shit. Isn't he the CEO
in a long time?
Oh, there you go, Ben.
Nice try, Ben. Shit. Yes. Now Skip Talk Live is at $40.
Oh, there you go. You're $130 away. Oh,
yeah.
change.
I don't know if it's going to happen. I mean, there's still 13 minutes, but who knows?
13.
Well,
13:28.
You can count it all down. 36.
This
35.
is Jeopardy.
There you go.
Yeah. So Pimp Monk, when's the Pimp Monk Canada meetup gonna happen, man?
Oh shit! I am going to Canada, but I don't know when.
Are you really? Where would you go in Canada?
I don't know yet. We're trying to.
I would
figure
either
out.
go to Toronto or Vancouver. Those are like the.
I mean, those are the choices, right?
I mean, like, I would go to Montreal too, you know, but I would probably choose Toronto first and then Vancouver second.
Well, right now I've got a couple trips planned, but the VidCon next month, and then one of my bucket list items in November. I get to go to Lambeau Field in Green Bay, watch a game, freeze my ass off, but that's what I want.
It's gonna be in the negatives.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. That's one of my bucket list items, and I'm gonna get to do it, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I live right next to Wisconsin, man. I've only been there once, and it was to go to the dog races with my grandparents, man. They have you can go and bet on the dog races and shit.
Are you a Vikings fan?
Yeah, sometimes. It depends on who we have playing. If we got some good players like Randy Moss and fucking, some of the we've had a lot of good teams in the past, but they just
y'all had Brett for a minute.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm Packers hardcore, man. Started when I was a child and just became a fan. I'm a boy from Mississippi. My dad, my biological father, lived in Green Bay, and when I was little, that's why I started cheering for him. And then as I grew up, I hated my biological father, but I still loved the Packers. So.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, baby. We need to see those Streamlabs, baby.
Oh shit! It's about to be 11:11.
Yeah.
11:11, baby. For just a second, though.
Did you know that when you say the number 11, you're saying God, Evan in Hebrew?
Really?
Yeah, the word for God in Hebrew is El.
I could just be saying 11.
What? Oh, you just said God, Evan in Hebrew, man.
Okay.
Damn.
Glory be, glory be.
Glory be, man. Hell yeah.
So a little Evanism.
You just passed 11:11, didn't you say nothing, dog? Come on. You're not on your game, Evan. Come on.
It's a subtlety, man. It was subtlety.
Subtleties, okay. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, did you know that me and this guy, Pagansituations, James Sylvan down here, we started a video game design studio together?
Cool.
We're about to announce, we're going to have a live stream and announce the name, but we're working on some top secret projects right now that are going to blow your mind, man. It's gonna blow your mind.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Pimp's like, yeah, okay.
I'll give you a hint.
I'll
cool.
Watch.
Neat.
Right now
nice.
we're working on...
That's nice.
We're working on uploading my consciousness and my soul into technology so that anyone around the world with access to the internet can have a conversation with their friend forever, Evan Lefavor, at any time of the day.
Wow.
So there'll be an Evan for everyone. All they got to do is, well, I can't say anything more, man.
Okay.
Stay tuned for the reveal stream.
There you go.
Alexis Skywalker said, I sucked Pimp Monk's dick once.
Oh my God, she's trying to get that started. She had people asking her the other night, "Did you really suck her dick?"
You can grab my holdy folds, squeeze them tight, you son of a bitch. Suck my holdy flappy folds, lick my flappy foldy holds, my terry flaps in your mouth, suck my flaps, you piece of shit.
Oh, dude. I love the terry folds, man.
Why is that still saying 131? You got a couple of tips up there, didn't you? Should have changed already.
Well, I got a few super chats which don't count towards that total.
Oh, okay. Okay. I get it.
8 minutes. 8 minutes.
Grab my Terry Foley folds. Sorry, guys. You're not Rick and Morty fans. You guys aren't intelligent enough to understand the references.
I just
Terry
don't.
Folds, is that like trying to fuck a fat chick or something? You got to get the flour out and find a wet spot. No, I'm not fat shaming.
Yes,
Big
you
girls
are.
need love too. Big girls need love too.
Be sure to
Big
catch
girls
the
are
after
sexy.
stream on Pagan's channel Friday night at 9 Pacific time. Badass call-in show. Highly recommended. Link in description.
Damn, thanks, Insomnus. $20.
Yeah.
That's a lot of credibility behind my fucking show.
Damn.
Still not. So Insomnus, I believe, is in second place now. Yeah, because I think it's 45. No, it's 40 versus 20 now.
Yeah, 40 versus 20.
Yeah. Now we're so much closer, though. 60% of the way there.
Yeah. But not only can you watch the after stream on the Pagan Situations channel, but you can interact with it as well. It's a really interactive show, so you can call in, do Discord, and be part of the show and shit.
Yeah, it's fucking fun, man. I do it for fun, you know. I don't.
Now that DP is sponsorship enabled, there's some stuff in the works. More endless jest. That is all. Thank you. There's stuff in the works for an official after show that's going to be exclusive for subscribers.
Yeah.
Like after every single show, there will be an after show that is for the DP YouTube, not subscribers. I meant sponsors. I'm getting it mixed up with Twitch. It's basically the same thing as being a Twitch subscriber. You know, you get custom badges and custom emotes and that kind of shit too. We've already uploaded a bunch of them. There's like a retarded looking Joe one even. And the more sponsors we get, the more emotes we get to add. So we could have like tons of them eventually.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that's a great fucking idea, because if you think about that, they've been doing that on The Walking Dead for quite a few years now. They'll have the premiere episode of The Walking Dead, and then right after they'll have the after show where the people talk about what happened in the episode. Yeah, The Talking Dead. And it's
Howard Stern has it. Howard Stern has the wrap-up show where people who watch or people who listened to the Howard Stern show that day talk about what happened on the show. And it's people that were on the show that day, and it's people who weren't on the show that day who just like listened to it. So
yeah, I was inspired by The Talking Dead to totally fucking ape Drunken Peasants and try to you know, ape off of their viewers, basically, you know. That's how I got my start.
Yeah. That's how you got your finish too, motherfucker. But yeah, we're gonna create some interesting new content that's gonna be different. Like it'll be different enough so that hopefully people will want it, but it'll still make it so that it's not just like a new. It's nothing that people on Patreon are getting, you know? So like the people on Patreon are still getting something special, but you get like more little bits of content if you're a YouTube subscriber, is how it's going to work.
That's cool. YouTube sponsor.
Yeah. It's only for channels with 100 subs or more. So it's like, and it was just given to DP.
It's 100,000.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Sorry. Yeah, 100,000 or more. And people are just randomly being given it. And then certain gamers got it originally.
Cool.
Somebody needs to give $100 right now.
That would, or $90. $90 would do it.
$90 would do it. Motherfuckers.
And you get a fresh freestyle from Evan.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to figure out a way to play some music in the background, man, because I like having a beat, man.
Give me a beat, boy, to feed my soul.
If you use voice meter, then you can like set things up so you can play audio through your outgoing audio output.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I have to look into that, man. It'd be pretty sweet.
Pretty sweet indeed.
Yeah, voice meter is what like it is the program I use to like broadcast my audio output. So I also have a record player going through it. My my friend Anthony Fantano sent me a bunch of records for Christmas. He sent me like a package with a bunch of them, and I sent him some too. And I have this USB record player.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like I'm playing an analog record, but it's still digital anyway because it's going through a computer and then through my speakers. You know.
Yeah. Records are the shit.
Sometimes I'll play some records before I go on Twitch because I know Twitch, all they'll do is just mute that part of the stream or whatever.
So Ben, are you an audiophile? Like, do you think that records sound better than CDs or streaming audio?
Not really. I
went into Spotify settings, right? They let you decide whether or not you want high quality audio streams. Like you can actually set the quality.
PC.
I honestly couldn't really notice the difference. I mean, I'm listening through whatever, not the greatest headphones. But
you know what? Records kind of have like a nostalgic quality, I guess, and that's about it. Like,
it's a ritual. Like
records were the primary like audio media when I was like a young kid, and I remember like taking the record out of the sleeve and setting it on the turntable, and then like
and you had large album art. You know, album art was more of a big deal because you had this large cover to display it, and it's what sold the album in the record store. But you know, analog, you can hear like the scratches and the crackling, right? But it's kind of like it primes you for that experience. Like you feel it. It is a ritual. Like it's.
Oh man, another 20. So now it's 40.
40 and 40.
I'll tell you what. Those of you who want to like, I know.
Oh wait,
I realize
20 and one, $20.01. He went 1 cent over.
Oh
yeah, this one.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna keep this going because we're not gonna go for another 20 minutes. But I just want to. Actually, I'll fix this. Let's do. Because I think we can do it now. We're so close.
Yeah, we are pretty close.
Yeah. So I'll put this up another 10 minutes. I know some people don't like this segment because I would think it was boring too, but I have to do it. I got to pay these bills. I got to pay the tax man. I got to pay the fucking like surgeon that's about to slice me open and push my guts back behind my stomach muscles again.
Yeah, you live in one of the more expensive places to live in the entire world, right?
It's pretty expensive.
Yeah,
it is pretty expensive.
Like
that. And I've looked into like okay, now it's a battle.
Yeah, Skip top with 5 in there, so it's what? Yeah, 45 now.
Yeah, I mean, like it's proportionate though. You know, like I get, like taxes are higher and shit, but I get a lot more out of everything, and the quality of life is just higher and everything.
Plus, Seattle's amazing, dude.
Plus, like, if I leave, like, I mean, I need Billy the Fridge too, man. So
yeah.
So I can't just like move to a cheaper place without Billy the Fridge. So
Billy's loyal to his turf.
I don't know. I mean, like, he got labeled like a racist by some local feminists that got offended by shit other people said while we
they're posting your pictures up on social media, trying to start a new witch hunt.
They were.
Look out for these guys, shady motherfuckers.
You guys didn't even say anything, did you? You're just along.
We didn't.
With the
No,
dude.
we just kind of were like, oh god, like it was like.
Ben, you have this look on your face, like, why is your camera in my fucking face, bitch? Like,
that's because. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, it's been exceeded, and right now, this person is in the lead. Coop Park 18. Coop Car. How am I saying it?
Yeah.
Coop Car. There you go.
Okay, so right now this person's in the lead, and we've got 7 minutes. Gord bless you.
And Gordis too.
Oh yeah.
That was awesome.
Wow, I didn't see that coming. I
told you did. So yeah, dude, all you gotta do is like message me on Twitter or email me.
It's not over yet. It's not over yet, but so far it looks like this person won.
That's what I'm saying. Whoever wins, email me at pimpmonkx@gmail.com. Pimpmonkx@gmail.com. It's that easy. I guess one of your mods can put it in the fucking chat room.
Fuck yeah. Nothing like a heated contest, man.
Hell yeah.
Spice things up. And
you can pick which. I don't know exactly when she'll be on, 'cause that's what you're doing it for. I don't know when she'll be on, but if you want to be on another episode, that's fine as well. Whatever episode you want to be on. I have to. Me and her is working. She's a busy chick. She gets a lot of hard stuff at her work.
Boom. But yeah. And everybody out there watching in internet land, don't forget to check out Evan Lefavor Live, my live show I do pretty much every Saturday if I can. And
Saturday,
you guys will dig that shit.
Hell yeah. And check out the Morning Wood every day, Monday through Friday. Morning Wood. I'm also, a frequent guest on DP. Help being a host this show. So I do a lot of random streams, and I'm about to start making some more videos, regular videos, I guess.
Pilmonk, will you have me on the Morning Wood on a Saturday or Sunday, some in the morning? Will you do?
I don't do Saturday shows.
You do it for me. Okay. Well, whatever day. I'll Monday,
we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it for sure.
He's like, He's like, well, I'll be in touch.
No, I will. Just message me.
I'll be in touch with you.
He's got a lot of guests lined up already, I'm sure.
Anytime there's a man that has long hair and is clean shaven, anytime it's like, what is that, a tranny? Like, I saw that in the chat, like, constantly when we first came on.
Hell yeah, man. I get that all the time. It's fucking hot, man. It's good to know that I turn on both genders, you know what I mean? Everybody can find something they like.
Both genders? You haven't heard there's only one gender?
There's only one gender.
Oh, sorry. There's 3,000 genders.
No. I said there's only one. There's only one. Uno gender.
That's it. Uno sexual, uno gender. That's it.
That's it.
That's true equality.
I'm an Uno.
And we're all going to go live in Jizrael.
Jizrael?
Hell yeah, man. Jizrael has the right to exist, man.
Evan, I saw you posting some shit. It's going to get you banned from Twitter, man. Why are you showing love to Palestine on Twitter?
Yeah, I guess, man. It's controversial to consider Palestinians to be human beings. I don't know, man.
Evan's down with Palestine, man.
Yeah. I got a
Evan
free
doesn't fuck around
Palestine.
on Twitter. He's not afraid of what he says. It's
Yeah,
true.
man.
Dirt McSquirt said, "How did you land Rosie O'Donnell?"
No. I was thinking when I came to the Drunken Peasants meetup in Seattle, I was thinking about wearing a bandana around my head and just trying to tell people that I'm Billy the Fridge and see how many people believe me.
Nobody would believe you because you're not even close to the size of Billy the Fridge.
Yeah, but people just watch the show. I mean, they come to the meetup. They haven't seen his full body in real life. You know, there's some dumb motherfuckers out there. I know you got some retarded motherfuckers that watch this show. I came to the meetup. I know what's up.
I'll use the Seattle meetup, right? Okay.
Billy has music videos where you can see him. So yeah. So what a retarded idea. Pagansituations. Get some better ideas. Why don't you cast a fucking magic spell to get some better ideas while you're at it?
Oh man, if I only could.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why don't you make yourself some fucking magic candles and burn those?
I do every day. It's working. Just wait. Just give it a minute.
Yeah,
cool
it's working like G-Man's prayer journal.
If you ever do a DP meetup again, you guys should have a Billy the Fridge lookalike contest and let
you
people
guys know
show up dressed as Billy.
The solar eclipse happened during the Drunken Peasants meetup, right? I mean,
holy shit.
Okay. It had to happen sometime, right?
And it just so happened.
And the first 24-hour episode happened on the anniversary of the night when the Undertaker threw Mankind off a Hell in a Cell through the Spanish
and also my birthday. Fucking weird. Fucking bizarre.
Yeah, that means if that shit wouldn't have happened, you probably never would have been born. So you must thank Undertaker and Mankind and Kane.
When I was 11 years old.
Speaking of 24 hours, once my
you would have been aborted as an 11-year-old if that wouldn't have happened.
Post-labor abortion.
Speaking of 24 hours, when my Patreon gets to $1,000, I'm doing a 24-hour show.
You're gonna fall asleep and a snot bubble's gonna inflate through your nostril.
Probably so.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough, man.
I'm gonna have some thoughts watching anime.
You have some thoughts?
Some THOTS or THOUGTS or GHTS, man.
Take it however you want it. Take it however you want it.
It's not a 24-hour show. I know Evan's got the thoughts. I mean, Pimp Monk, sorry. I'm a little fucking drunk on this show right now.
For sure.
Well,
Yeah,
since
so
someone
happy.
paid $100, I could show you that I can freestyle for hours and hours. So I promise you without no hesitation that if you made a big fucking donation, I would come here to freestyle for you. Because that's what I came to the planet to do. Because I am the one and only king of heaven. I'm the motherfucking G and my name is Evan.
Oh,
Yay!
damn.
That was fire, Evan. Fire! It was smoking. I seen flames in your ears. That was good, bro.
So, Pimp Monk, you watch a lot of hentai, right?
Oh, constantly. Octopuses and pussy.
Tentacle porn.
Yeah, dude. It's my addiction.
It's your
Have you ever fucked an octopus before, man?
Of course.
You know, what do the suction cups feel like on your dick, man? I've always wondered that, man.
Feels like octopus suction cups.
Damn.
You
It's
know,
gotta
like
become a specialty.
You know, the only like an octopus can fit through any hole as long as it's larger than its beak. That's like the only like piece of an octopus's anatomy that isn't like totally malleable to like whatever it needs to fit through. Did you know that?
Including a vagina? Oh, shit.
Yeah, if the beak
octopus
can
versus. Oh shit. That'd be fucked up, man.
That's
You
a
go
hell
fuck
of
a bitch and she's already got a fucking octopus shoved up there, man.
That's a very stoic pose by Alex Jones.
Oh, his statue should look like that.
All right. It's time to go. Thanks, everybody. I'll be back. Oh, and please become a patron. Watch our shit on Saturday. Do that shit. And good night, everybody.
Later.
Bye-bye.